My man's Silky. He's on the go. Quick pass. Caught by hard body. Hard body. Hard body. Hard body. The batata. He's doing the batata.
U defense. Switching places is Lewis. He'll be setting up as a pseudo tight end. And Codrington! Ball knocked out! The ball's knocked loose! Big pickup and a stop! And that one right there by Air Jamaica lighting it up! It may not be 420, but the U blazing on defense!
Here at the top of your screen, DMAR.
The throw keeps it alive!
Oh
Gets
my
it
God!
alive!
Did he get? They got it!
They
got it!
Kevin Dicey revisiting
Oh my
the process.
goodness!
The call is overturned. It is not a conversion. They say after being denied at the dance a year ago, Sterry Codrington and Ashante Worthy have ripped the baton from the hands of the Paterson U, and they are your A7FL champions. 13 seconds left.
My God.
Both
10.
of these team seasons rely on this play. Who's it going to be?
6,
The snap!
5.
He gets there! Is he in? He's stopped behind the line! And the Trenton BIC!
What are they going to call it? We don't
Do they
care what
give
the
it
team
to him?
says. We care what the zebras say.
Wait for the refs, guys. Wait for the refs.
It comes
Touchdown! Oh my God! Oh my God!
We know what it takes to be reaching the top. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up, I'm never go back down. Hand over my heart, I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Carlos Crossland will throw off alongside Kyle Ward and Zackees Wright, and it will be PAC money. It's an election year, and you know what you need. You need some of that PAC money, as it will be Marcellus Pack returning the ball for a trip back here to Asbury Park on a muggy day. Down shore, I'm Matt Reindron alongside Corey Hammond. Big Rob Fabian will be joining us in just a few minutes.
And it just goes to show you the type of danger you're in throwing it off to PAC money. The three guys on the field could all be starters on any team. And at the top of your screen, Zackees Wright, number 11 for the U. Yeah, that's a professional football player out here. And I talked to him pregame, Matt. Zackees Wright played professional arena ball. Says the level of talent never drops off in the A7, especially in New Jersey.
And Pack will catch this inside the 5. It's a dead ball. The clock will not run, but Marcellus Pack will! Marcellus Pack trying to say bye-bye. Pushes the defender off. Will not get to the end zone, but will be called out of play at the 15-yard line. No time off the clock. And going from inside your own 10 to the opposite 15, Corey, to start the game is huge for the BIC.
Any tackle on a 3-on-1 return is big because you're keeping points off the board. But you always want to tackle the returner on the other side of the 50. BIC is going to go hurry up, so I can't even break down this matchup. But good to see Courage Mosy in the backfield for BIC to start the game. 1st and 10, BIC from the 15-yard line going in.
Mosy will be set up behind Sterry Codrington. Ashante Worthy set up in the slot. The snap, the handoff. Mosy finds his way, but brought down.
That's Nick Mays and J-Rock Rogers. And when you put Courage in the backfield, you know you got to bring it. And the U brings it on that play. Welcome to this Season 10, Courage.
And let's talk about Courage Mosy and some of these key players. Sterry Codrington, Ashante Worthy, Carnell Wachter, and Dave Valley not in just yet. But we'll see Dave Valley a little bit later on. Having him not there for the running game might be a problem early in this game, Corey, as it will be 2nd down. And Codrington On second down, he'll snap, throws the ball. Caught by, that is Quincy Davis. Ball falls out.
What's
And
the
that is-
ruling?
Trying to see what the ruling is. The ball almost gets stripped out, and it's the U with the ball, and it seems like they're trying to see what the call is on both sides as we start already third play from scrimmage, and we've got controversy.
What a crazy play, Matt. We were just trying to figure out if Quincy got in or not. And let's see the replay here. Great pocket from the offensive line from BIC. The ball's delivered to the out pass on time. And
the
I
call
don't know,
is out
does
of
he...
bounds. Oh, the ball falls out as he's being brought down. The call's out of bounds. Oh,
And we're going to get another look at it here. This is as close as it's going to be. His feet are in, so he's not out. And does the ball cross the goal line? Really, Matt? This comes down to one of these plays, and they always seem to, when these two teams match up, it's so close on what the video evidence shows that whatever the call on the field is, I think it's going to be really difficult to overturn it. You see here, he does not step out of bounds, so he's not saved by the out of bounds. And the U strips it basically right out of his hands almost as or right before the ball is crossing that plane, whether it's either a turnover or a touchdown.
Yeah,
I think
we're trying to understand. We have the officials going to the replay booth. We're trying to get a handle on what the initial call was and what is being challenged.
I think Al Pacino once said that football comes down to the inch and you got to fight for the inch. Matt, this is a millimeter. I don't think I've seen a play that's ever been closer, and such a big play this early in the game could shift momentum huge in the other way.
Call on the field was a fumble. It
Wow.
is now being challenged.
So if it's called on the field as a fumble, fans and everybody watching at home, by the way, welcome to the A7FL. Welcome to BICU. If it's called a fumble, what we need to see is absolute proof that he either steps out of bounds, which he does not before the ball is out, or
If he
gets that
crossed the
ball
pylon.
across the plane. I think it's going to be really tough for them to overturn this because from the angles that we're seeing, it's so close.
He ran right into the defender, too.
And the ball drops, and it drops right onto the grass, probably the one blade of grass before that white of the goal line. And this angle does it no justice either. I don't know, Matt. If it were me, I got to go with the call on the field because there's not enough video evidence to overturn it clearly, and that's going to be a huge turnover for BIC early in this game, and maybe the biggest play I've seen on a first drive between these two teams on defense. And these teams have played each other a lot.
And that was Henrock, and it's a U ball. The call is confirmed. What a strip by Henrock, and the U will get the ball first and 10 on the 15-yard line. And
Quincy Davis needs to score on that play. He's way too big to be reaching out like an athletic, 115-pound guy. He needs to put his shoulder down, get the ball in. He's at the inch-yard line. For that to be a turnover, that's not on Sterry Codrington. That's not on the offensive line. Quincy Davis, my man, you got to get across that line. But the U right now sitting pretty.
first and 10 after the strip.
It'll be Kareem Moon and Willie Mayweather in the backfield. Ski at the bottom of your screen, the wide receiver, and Pat Coburn at the top. Here comes in motion.
Tyler Affa on the
Oh,
edge.
there's
The
a penalty.
Flag on the play. False start on the offense, and it will be 5 yards back as this game already, Corey, 4 plays into it, has been chaotic and controversial. 0-0 your score. 13-19 left to go in the first. And we are on the first U possession after a strip on the third play from scrimmage.
Well, I'll tell you this, Matt. I was on the field during the coin toss, and although there is respect between these two teams, there's a lot of animosity. Both of these teams know it's at stake, and both of these teams have a genuine dislike for everybody on the other sideline, especially Hardbody and John Columbia.
Watch for the pressure on first down. Moon will keep it.
That's
Moon
Tyler Affa.
being chased by Alpha. Alpha comes back trying to strip the ball out. Is number 11. Flag on the play. And that was that was Bone Harris in on the tackle.
Yeah, those are two legends in our league from other states. Just goes to show you how far the A7FL New Jersey's gone. Bone is one of the premier players at defensive line and quarterback.
Holding on the U. Another costly penalty on back-to-back plays for the U. Let's talk about some of the key players for the Paterson U. You got Kareem Moon, Markeith Williamson, a.k.a. the Dot Boss, Pat Coburn, a.k.a. Smokey Dakari Mims, and Deshaun Johnson, a.k.a. Muggs on the line.
Yeah,
big weapon for the U today on that offensive line.
Yeah, but first two plays, two really kind of bonehead penalties. You got to love that Kareem Moon got around Tyler Affa, but
and much
not
like
a great look.
Dion on his last day at Florida State, showing up in the white Rolls Royce and the all-white tux. It's Big Rob Fabian.
What's going on, guys?
You have missed a lot, buddy.
I heard a lot in the parking lot. It's been very loud.
Well, as you can see, Rob, and just to recap for our fans, the quarterback for today's game for the U is Kareem Moon. We also have a Tyler Affa sighting.
Oh, I knew he was coming.
Daryl Vergie sighting.
I knew he was coming.
And we're getting to see what this rivalry means. In the first drive of the game, a fumble at the millimeter
By who?
goal line by Quincy Davis, and it brings up
Henrock stripped the ball out at the 1, got the ball to the 15.
Second and way too long for where the U wants to be.
25 from inside their own end zone. Kareem Moon throws the ball off the hands. Off the hands of Haas Dubois, and it will be second down.
Big play, Haas missed the big play.
Here we go. Ahmad Ramadan.
Yikes.
The same kind of chippiness as his bigger brother.
Know it.
You're not going to say big brother. You're going to say bigger brother.
I think they're calling safety. A penalty there.
Olay Bell is out there clapping, holding in the end zone. That'll be 2 points for BIC.
We have seen the weirdest first drives in a conference championship game in A7FL history. A strip at the goal line, and then 3 straight holding penalties leading to a safety. So the BIC will take the 2-0 lead as we are now with 11:47 left to go, now resemble an NBA game as the first point scored or 2.
This is legitimately an all-star game. I'm seeing so many faces. I'm seeing Big Dippy. I'm seeing, who is that? There's a Courage sighting.
Daryl Verges is out there.
Zackees
Wright is playing.
Zackees is out there. Oh, wow.
And the U will throw the ball off to Marcellus Pack, who on the first throw off of the game got to the 15-yard line.
And
that 15?
That 15.
Oh,
and then they fumbled. So, and speaking of big names, Big Rob, and lists of names, maybe we'll get to that at halftime.
Look at that. Chick is here. Valley's here. The U looks fully staffed, too. I think that's Snags with the orange shiesty.
Listen, the alarm clocks went off. There was no hurricane. We got what was promised to us, and here's Carlos Crosland on the throw-off.
Crosland will throw this one, and that one will go out of play.
Because technically it's a punt.
Technically, it is.
You still got to return it.
Corey.
No, they'll mark it at the 29. And the BIC offense will walk onto the field for the second time today with not the same level of field position, but hopefully a much better result. As it's 2-0, I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. It's the Eastern Conference Championship at 11 o'clock Eastern tonight. It'll be Sick With It and the Insomniacs playing.
Definitely watching that one.
Yeah, the Discord's going to be popping at 11 o'clock. It's sicko mode, sicko hours out east. For those who work from home like me, it's going to be a slow grog in the morning.
Isaac Negron was in the parking lot, so just in case anyone's wondering where the former defensive MVP is, he's definitely on his way. He's here.
Yeah, he set up his DJ equipment. First and 10, BIC.
Wow, Quincy got strip fumbled.
But now Dave Valley back on the offensive line. First time today for him.
Okay.
Shante Worthy in the slot. Courage Mosey set up to the right of Sterry Codrington.
Well, the fumble goes according to plan because they planned on it being a safety and 3 consecutive holding calls.
The snap.
Courage Mosey.
And Mosy will get to the 34.
And this is looking like an all BIC team. For me to say Darryl Verges and Courage Mosey are both there with Terry Codrington and Ashante Worthy.
Don't forget Trey Robinson. The Vegas guys are already upset that we didn't mention the one guy that they can claim is that no. But that's who Courage is, and I think Courage is going to factor huge in this game. You already know that when Courage lines up against the U, he's going to have a big game.
SJ's
and here's Trey Robinson now in the backfield.
Robinson set up next to Codrington. Snap.
J-Rock
in trouble. Rogers gives a chase. Codrington will get past some defenders. Will not get enough for the first.
But a penalty on the field.
We'll see what it is.
They've been calling the offensive line tight today. It's going to be that's where the game might be decided, is in the trenches.
I usually say that, but I'm the.
It's better when I say it because it's almost like saying the quarterback. If the quarterback plays well today, it's going to be.
They're going to win. That's not always true, though.
Well,
it is holding on the offense.
Yikes.
And you see there, White, number 82 defensive end, comes off the edge and was able to pick up Trey Robinson on the screen out of the backfield. That's going to be huge today. But the thing is when you as a defense have to account for the guys in the route,
it's interesting
you
how people
allow
in
for
the chat,
Codrington to run.
People in the chat are like, "Oh, the refs are biased towards BIC." They just called a holding
on BIC.
Yeah, in the end zone for points.
And they also turned over the ball.
Good job, comments. Keep it coming.
But please let us know what you're thinking. Let us vote in if you're watching us on YouTube. Vote in the chat if you're watching us on CSN. Be loud, be active, and shout out to all of our creators. Hopefully we'll hear from Dan Giesling at halftime.
So no tight end Quincy in the wing back.
Codrington throws this one. This one goes to the 35, and that will be third down.
The arm strength on that guy is something else.
When you miss that bad on a throw down the middle of the field, it doesn't really hurt you.
No.
But what it shows is that he's got those first quarter nerves if he's missing Ashante Worthy by that much. And he does have arm strength if he's able to throw Ashante Worthy by that much.
There's an ice cream truck sighting. Listen, the stars are out.
Give me a Choco Taco. 3rd and 16. Terry Codrington back in the spread.
Codrington heading into today had 1,500 passing yards.
Only the one pick on 27 touchdowns. Crazy, Matt.
460 of those went to Worthy. Ball strip.
That's White.
And that's Kevin White. Ball comes down, and it will be fourth down.
No, it's 1st and 10 for the U.
The U defense has shown up to play the second strip of the game and the second turnover as the Paterson U.
What's that mean? What's that mean? Devin White, Kevin White, Trevin White, don't matter. 1st and 10 U.
It's Quincy. So what ends up happening here is Kevin White. Don't mix up the names.
No, it's Kevin.
Kevin White gets off the block. He presses Quincy, and Quincy just can't block him. And there it is.
Just walks right into him.
Quincy just cost him 2 offensive drives. If you're saying he got stripped earlier.
If you are Kenny Stansberry right now, and Rob, there's no one who knows him better than you in this league. What's going through your mind? You're up 2-0, but you think you should be up 14-0.
Quincy has to go. If he can't handle the pressure of this game, he has to.
Do you put Trey Robinson in that position? Who do you put in?
You have Big Dippy there. You have K-Wack. You have a Courage. There's a ton of other guys that
Why
can make
are they
that block.
running that flex? It's 1st and 10,
it's
and now
it was 3rd and 17.
Will throw two big bodies.
Tyler Offa, Bone.
Flag on the play.
Bro, that's like a nightmare.
False start on the offense.
Fans, I told you he was going to say that about Tyler Affa. I told you.
Yeah, Tyler Offa.
And I think the thing is, we talk about the star effect. Both sides are very amped up because they know what's at stake.
They know who
they're going against.
Then they know all that.
So that makes you that.
But the other thing is, it goes back down to the trenches. The difference so far in today's games have been either missed blocks or holding calls. That's why BIC was in 3rd and 17 and couldn't keep an easy offense going, and that's why BIC is up 2-0 because of the holding call in the end zone.
And this is the matchup from
Watch Haas
19.
Dubois, and there's the play action, and Trouble goes down. Ole Bell looking to prove that in the last 10 years he stands among the greats. Big sack by Bell.
And that BIC contained that extremely well. Like that looked done from the start. And shouts to BIC's defense for being able to do that.
Well, you look, there wasn't even really any attempt at a play-action fake to Mayweather. And when Ole Bell knows that it's going to be a pass, He's going to get to your quarterback, especially if you don't block him. Bone's right there to clean up the mess if he doesn't get there. But look, very poor fake because he's rushing to the throw because Bone is immediately in.
It's a disciplined rush when a guy like Olay and guys like Bone who've been here before.
That
like,
experience level.
Know, let's see it.
And
oh my
the
God!
snap off the screen. The throw
interception by
H3
H3
Frazier.
And he's free.
Oh my goodness!
The offense can't put up points, but the defense stepping up. 1st and 10 BIC. We got a ball game, boys.
And I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. H3 is a game changer.
And that's what you miss when you don't have Quattro huffing in. Moon can do a lot of things. What he can't do is on second and extremely long after the sack.
H3
be the one.
Frazier, what a play.
That's phenomenal. Stayed hip to hip with the guy.
He can't be the one in your backfield making plays in the pass game when everyone knows it's going to be a pass. That's why the first play they go play action. That's why the second play they go with a pump fake to the other side. When you have to locate the ball, Kareem Moon isn't that guy. And when he misses just a little bit because the pressure's in his face, this BIC defensive backfield is going to take advantage of it with interceptions.
With Mims, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's
broke the route.
Wow.
Well, when your quarterback has to kind of not step into the throw and throw a floater there, you have to be David Tender to be able to put it perfectly for your receiver. And that time, not accurate enough with the throw, and BIC takes advantage of it. This game has been more about the defenses, guys, than the offenses.
Now, take a look at the change on the offensive line. Even on the receiving core, Q Bell is out there. Courage is back there.
That's an offensive line.
Valley with K-Wack, that's a nasty offensive line.
Look for Courage to get the handoff.
Yeah,
and a Q Bell on the crack.
I'm looking for it.
And that's Courage Mosy! Pushing through, but Jarris Rogers locking in on a lockdown play.
He's met by Nick Mays, and J-Rock cleans it up.
If you need your locks cleaned up, head on over to the natural hair care professionals at Locticians. Go to locticians.com and empower your natural beauty. Just scan the QR code. If you need your locks retwisted, or you need your locks looked at, you need to get retwisted.
That's why Dave Valley's bald, guys, because he's actually going for a full wig look. You want to make sure it adheres properly.
We actually talked about a player of the game, Lavender Silky, but we have a new Eastern Conference Championship trophy that we'll show off at halftime.
Nice. Oh, we're proud.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Courage
second down, pardon me. Courage Mosy pushes to the outside and gets to the 30. And it will be 3rd down, but only 2 more yards to go, it seems, for the BIC.
And that's a matchup that J-Rock is very familiar with. J-Rock's been dealing with Courage in that spot for what feels like 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
So that matchup is a natural one where J-Rock understands if these guys block any kind of way for Courage, he just bounces out really quick. He doesn't need one lane to go. Like, he creates it by being as shifty as he is.
And going from 2nd and 12 to 3rd and 6 opens it up for your offense. Sure. They can even go quick screen at the bottom of your screen and not worry about it. But
Sly Washington
that right side of the field is dangerous for Sterry Codrington to take off to. Nick Mays is going to have to seal that.
Just 3rd and Sly, 6. And Sly's covering Quincy.
The throw.
Campbell
can't get it. It'll be 4th down.
Slightly overthrown. You go for it here.
Yeah, from the 36-yard line, you kind of have to.
You definitely go for it, but my thing here is what the U defense does there is they play contain. They told Sterry to his face, throw it, young man, and when he did, it was inaccurate. So that's a gamble that if they take and they win because Sterry misses, that's a huge win for the U defense. If they're allowing the pass and he can't convert it, that means they're taking away the run, which is that sidearm.
And from my understanding, certain teams game plan for Sterry that way, where they're like, hey, you have to beat us one of these ways. You're not going to beat us.
Campbell was open on the cross.
He was open. They're going to force Sterry to throw. And they bring Quincy back. And I don't know.
4th and 6, BIC.
Dangerous game with Quincy Davis back in. Codrington.
Oh, good block by Quincy this time.
Codrington will throw. Caught by Ashante Worthy.
Worthy
puts himself through it. Tossed back.
Q Bell
drives through. Slip, slide. Tries to get into the end zone, but brought down at the 2. 1st down, BIC.
And Ashante's a sure thing, man. If it's 4th and forever and you need a 1st down, who are you going to call? Ashanti Worthy, man.
It's more up for me on the offensive line because Sterry has enough time for Ashanti Worthy to run the full route. Just count in your head right now.
They're daring him to throw. I don't even feel like.
But he runs the full route, and he's not open on the existing route. But then what he does is he comes back and finds a way to get open. Sterry just has to wait until Ashanti Worthy is open, and then he's able to take advantage of single coverage for 7 seconds.
Yeah,
That's insane.
A lot of interesting chatter in the chat on YouTube about Sterry being nervous, Sterry not being an accurate passer.
Yeah.
A lot of
the armchair quarterbacks
cool
knew that they could have.
Trying to make himself a brand, putting himself out there, saying,
well,
Sterry's got to start running.
He better get ready to cover tonight. Cool case, Justin Shepard is playing corner for Sickwitted against Insomniacs. Hey, you got the wrong focus right now, buddy.
I think you should just watch the game and chill. You have a lot.
You got a brand new baby at home. Go take care of your baby. Go watch some film. Back to BICU.
Timeout called by the U. That's their first charge timeout. And, folks, right now in this game, you need to make sure your ankles are taped. You got to make sure those cleats are spatted. You need to make sure you're ready for whatever's thrown at you because we've had a lot thrown at us in this one. You got to use Tape Me Up. Go to tapemeup.net or scan the QR code now to get professional athlete-level service from our friends over at Tape Me Up at tapemeup.net. Matt Ryan alongside Corey Hammond. That number is not wrong. It is 2-0 off of one of the more interesting starts to a conference championship game in A7FL history.
I mean, with BICU, it's basically anything goes, anything can happen. It's always going to come down to a replay at the goal line, right, guys? Right, Zach? Somewhere Zach is having flashbacks.
They're really convinced that Sterry is nervous, and that's baffling.
Well, he's missing. I mean, when a quarterback misses, you could say, go ahead.
As a guy who played against Sterry in his first championship ever and beat him, I remember when he was nervous. I know what that looks like. That's not that.
Is that a humble brag? Is that a humble brag?
A little bit.
I'm just saying, I seen
him
nervous.
We'll explain why that's more than a humble brag a little bit later on in the program.
I seen him nervous, but I don't think this is nervous, Sterry. I think things are not clicking. You got to remember. They're
by the way, he converted the 4th down. So if he's nervous to have it on the money down,
come on now.
I don't know.
1st and 10 from the 1.
Oh,
First and
Mo!
Mo Ramadan, but still pushing his courage, Mosy. And the Paterson moving service. The Ramadan Brothers Moving Company. The big brothers stepping in.
Big Mo, Isaac, and J-Rock in there to stop Courage. It might take all 3 of them, but he gets stopped. That's a big stop.
You see that bald head, you see that scarf, you see the back of his jersey, but he's not letting anybody through.
Man's name is too big for the graphic.
He's not letting Courage through.
Great stop right there.
Listen, Courage is an all-time great in this game. Maybe we will talk about that a lot more in depth as the Season 10 progresses to the championship.
But funny enough, the other 2 guys are just as great.
But when you come off cold off the bench, he's going to bring his heart. Does he have the energy to keep it up? Second and goal.
Bates is switched in.
A handoff, and that is
Courage
again pushes through. Touchdown, Trenton.
Courage Mosy.
And if BIC says to themselves that they have 4 shots with Courage Mosy as their running back to get 2 yards, they like those odds no matter who is playing defensive line for the U. Touchdown BIC.
And that was a tough defensive line. That was a very tough defensive line.
And he almost had him in the backfield.
And we got more people from the Insomniacs and Sickwitted watching it. They're going to go for 1 or the BIC after the carry from Courage Mosy.
If I'm BIC,
BIC usually goes for 2.
But
now,
there's no point. Look at that block by Dave Valley on Marcel Bates to clear up the exact hole he goes to. That's a great block. Way to stick
he got
with
a ball head.
Marcel Bates is not an easy block at all. It's not fun.
But it's easy money when it's Courage Mosy at the goal line.
Going for 1.
They are going for 1.
Codrington. There's K-Wack. Codrington will just run it in.
Sterry got to run. Yeah, he will. Stop playing with Sterry Codrington, man.
At the 3:14 mark, the BIC will get into the end zone first the traditional way as they put 7 up. It is now 9-0. At the break, get yourself ready for the chip by getting yourself some gear at a7fl.com/gear that you get the ball after the break. Self tickets now. Sunday, July 21st, the A7FL Championship, 25% off until Monday. Go to a7fl.com/championship. Matt Ryan joined by Corey Hammond and Big Rob Fabian. Isaac Gomez will throw the ball off for the 3-on-1. The first time the U will return the ball this afternoon. Trying to get through his number 10, and he has brought out a play.
Yeah, Jason Sisson, he got cornered, thought he could trail back. Credit JJ for putting the clamps and trying to get him in a phone booth. Pretty decent return.
Yeah, but again, I always say if you don't, the best person on that coverage team is the one person you have to make miss. If he misses, there's a good chance you score.
Yeah, you love the attack Trey Cohen thing.
You do, because guess what? He's the best. He's the best 3-on-1 coverage guy I've seen.
You want to beat the best. You want to be the best, you've got to beat the best.
But the only way you score is if you stop him.
Well, or if you get past him, right?
You get past him.
And will we see them start utilizing Sisson in the backstack the same way Huff did? And for those who are just joining us wondering Quattro Huff and where he is out for the season with a knee injury. So he will not be playing if the U make it to the championship. The snap. In trouble, Moon.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Alpha. Tyler Alpha knocks the ball loose. No, they'll call him down at the 15. They'll call him down at the 15.
And maybe I should leave my Tyler Alpha comments for way later in the program, because I can't begin to tell you in my career the one player that I could not get my hands on, no matter what I did, is that young man.
If you really want a great time watching,
unblockable.
If you really want a great time watching defensive line play, look at the 2019 A7FL Immortals games. Don't watch the one where they play BIC, please.
They could do that.
If you hate me, watch it.
Watching those three guys right there, that's Corey, insane. As a quarterback, what does it mean to watch that?
It means throw the ball. Don't run anywhere. You got the receivers. Throw the ball. My thing was always, they're going to kill me. Here's Carlos Crosland in a quarterback.
Now in after the sack,
that's a quick
snap.
Hook.
Crosland brought down, and there it is again. The BIC defense lighting up Opie Crosland.
Bro.
That is a street fighting man.
Here's what's happening so far for the U's offense. They have not basically lined up and run the ball once in this whole entire first quarter. They're going play action or rollout.
Who can they block? And by the time you get here, third and forever, what run are you going to have?
Having Ahmad Ramadan, who's usually a defensive lineman and linebacker, in on the offensive line, Rob.
Is suffering right now.
Well, Rob, you know better than anybody as an offensive lineman. What's easier to do to get started with a game? Run block or go into pass block and try to block a guy like Ole or try to block a guy like Tyler Affa, who are coming around the edge and instantly getting into your backfield.
The problem
now
is,
that it's third and forever, you obviously can't run the ball, but they have not run the ball once with their big offensive line and big running backs, and they've been in situations like this the entire game.
They feel they can't block them for the run. Because this is nasty field position again.
Timeout called.
But if you look at who they have
called by the BIC, that's their second charge timeout after the challenge.
But look who they have in at defensive line. Tyler Affa, obviously an athlete, not weak,
the best
but undersized.
I've played.
Absolutely,
He's not undersized. I promise you.
I'd rather not have to. I'd rather not have to pass block him. Would you rather run block him or pass block him?
Neither, because I can't.
Fair.
I'm being honest.
But look at Ole Bell. He's definitely undersized.
But speedy
and Rashad
and
Knight is a former quarterback in this league. So we have some big boys in this league.
And it's 3rd and 21.
But he's still not the biggest.
Rashad Knight's a big guy. He's not. These guys are not small guys. Ole's the smallest.
If you have your backup quarterback in without your number one quarterback, and you have yet to run just an honest, let's just run the ball and see what we can do, I think that you're doing your team a disservice, because they're forced into pass down after pass down after pass down.
So they're playing
and if it's a nightmare, well, listen, if it's a nightmare to block this defensive line on the run game, try blocking Ole Bell and Tyler Affa when they're coming around the corner, knowing that it's 3rd down and you have to pass.
The ears pinned. I mean, they're in trouble right now.
They're in tons of trouble.
And
Amir Morris is at the bottom of your screen, covering big play Haas Dubois.
The snap, and Crosland will just take off with it. Crosland will cut out by the 20-yard line, and he'll rip off around 11 yards, and it will be 3rd down.
Fourth down,
pardon me.
Way too long, so they're going to have to throw it off. It's nice to get the 11 yards when you break, contain, and attack the defense vertically at the quarterback on your legs, but listen, they already made the mistake, because when you get sacked on 1st down and now it's second and forever.
So now what do they do now? We've established that they made these mistakes. Where's the adjustment like a great team's supposed to have?
You put Haas Dubois in a wide receiver, you get a big offensive line with 2 tight ends, and you run the ball and go choice option with the quarterback and try to get yard by yard by yard.
And folks, after the first 15 minutes, you're going to want to get the highlights out there on social media, and the best way to do that is by building an interactive AI video solution utilizing Scene. Go to our friends at Scene. It's SEEN. Scan the QR code now and unlock the future of monetization for your content. Right now, scan the QR code. And we are still, I believe, in the first quarter.
Definitely.
As we are trying, with 25 seconds being put back on the clock. The clock will be reset back to 25 seconds, so on fourth down.
Well, I like what the U is trying to do, Rob, with good play action.
I
But
know
you
you
got to
do.
establish the run before you go play action. Here,
Oh.
Trey Cohen with an opportunity.
And he
Runs
could
out of
not
bounds.
get that. That ball was called out of
Oh,
play at the
yikes,
31.
yikes. There's a flag on the
And
field.
there's a flag.
That's why he went out of bounds. You knew he wanted a chance at that.
Well, it's a fourth down throw off, so it could be put anywhere. But it seems like they will move the U back
I think
to
they're
the
gonna-
20 to the 16.
They're going to call Carlos Crosland stepping across the line of
He
scrimmage
threw it too
to throw
far.
it. You got to stay behind that line of scrimmage when you do the throw off. And
because what the U
credit
is
the refs,
doing-
they're calling a tight game. They're
Yeah.
not letting the penalties go, and you're going to have to earn it.
The U's game plan is what Corey would do in this situation. Just keep throwing.
And it will be
Well, if I had to use offensive
Trey
line,
Cohen returning this
well.
for the BIC. Cohen, that ball will bounce out of play. They will call the initial bounce
look,
at
Scott
the
McCorkle.
21. I said that earlier.
He looks like Scott
There is
McCorkle.
someone in the crowd who is a dead ringer for Scott McCorkle.
Scott, what you doing here, Scotty? But yeah, I mean, the U's offensive line is not doing a good job. But again, they're not doing a good job. Look at who
Live
they
with
have to block.
2-5 asking, shouldn't that be ball in hand? No, it's on a throw off
It's a
on a
punt.
fourth down. Much like a punt in traditional football, that goes out of play. That's the ball's dead where it's dropped.
so if you're a fan, great question. If you are a player, that is why your team loses, because you throw the ball inbounds on fourth down when you should not give them an opportunity. But BIC has the opportunity at their own 21, first and 10. They have the offensive line out that was the good blocking offensive line that gave Sterry all that time on that fourth down conversion again. And
The
it
problem
looks
is
like
right now-
in the backfield they're going to go two backs,
Ooh.
Stephen Jones and Courage Mosey.
And one wide receiver at the top of your screen. There's
Run, Sterry,
Codrington
run.
will keep it. This will end the first quarter.
Smart.
And the BIC will run the clock out literally as they will get a first down at the end of the first 15 minutes. After some confounding football. On the other side of this, we start our second frame. 9-0. The BIC look to increase their lead next.
We create, go berserk.
Is your content marketing drifting away? Unleash your videos with AI-powered Scene Machine. Scene's video experience platform processes your videos and helps you break up videos into smaller clips, making sharing easier and time-saving. The context of your videos are now searchable on Google. With Scene, you can take full control by converting views to actual sales. Visit us at signup.scene.com for your free 30-day trial and get Scene.
9-0 your score. It's the start of the second quarter in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. And boys, this has been a real interesting 15 minutes. Rob, what are you feeling right now as we start quarter number 2?
The U's having a huge issue scoring, which is not something that they're used to. They're used to putting up 30 to 40 points a game and not being able to score right now against another high-scoring offense, which I can say that the U's defense is holding them off well. Not perfect, but well. If the defense can get tired, if the offense can't put up those numbers to match each score, we're going to have ourselves a problem here.
Difference so far in the first quarter has been on the passing downs, what it looks like for each of these quarterbacks in the pocket. For the U quarterback, whoever it is, it's a jailbreak and a nightmare. A nightmare that I personally have, Rod.
All the time.
And for Sterry Codrington on that fourth down to be able to have that much time one, it goes to show you what his running ability allows for him to have the privilege of, right? Because you have to honor that. But two, the blocking from the BIC offensive line has been just plain better.
Wag, Valley, and Dippy.
Plenty of football left to play.
2nd and short. Codrington with the 2-back set, 3 on the line. The handoff to Courage. Courage will run right into the fire, and the ball almost stripped out.
Kevin White is playing a heck of a defensive end right now.
What you see here is SJ actually tries to go for the block on Kevin and whiffs it, and Kevin he stays sturdy, and he's able to get there because that's exactly where Courage was running to. So SJ has to make a better block there.
No disrespect to a personal friend and a great guy in Courage.
Take a look.
Let's watch it.
SJ's number 8. He whiffs on the block here, and you see he's still trying to get him in there, but it's too late. You can't whiff on that block. That's a key seal block that Courage could bounce outside of and get another 6-7 yards.
Well, it'll be back to a passing down. 3rd and what our screen says 4.
But you want to pass from. You can pass from here, but Sterry could also run.
The snap. The throw off the hands.
That's not a catch. Yikes.
And it will be 4th down as the Paterson U's defense will hold firm.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. I think they're going to go for it because it hasn't really been on those pass plays that the U has stopped them or put them in a bad spot.
It's the yardage is so short, and the team Sterry can run and get those yards. Ashanti can catch it. Kason can catch it if he doesn't bobble it there.
Well, the pass was a little bit out of his reach for him to catch it at the sideline. My thing is that it's BIC
catch this one.
But BIC miscues have been the difference for the plays that they haven't made. It hasn't been, tight coverage, pressure in Sterry's face, except for the one strip sack that we saw on the second drive. But here's 4th down.
4th and 4.
Quincy Davis.
Codrington will roll out. He throws. Caught by Ashante Worthy. Worthy will cut to the sideline and run out of play, and it will be 1st down for the BIC.
And I'd like to get to the pressure of what you're seeing. It might not be the guys in his face, but the pressure of the game itself, the air is thicker out there. The weight of every mistake is heavier than it is
flag on the play
during the regular season. So there is pressure on each player. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
So I'm not putting it on Sterry at all. I think Sterry's still playing phenomenal. The line is doing a great job.
Well, and they're forcing him to pass. So that's basically telling somebody in their face, what's the call?
Beat us by passing.
The penalty was declined. It looked like it was holding on the Paterson U.
And what you see again there, it's not just that the BIC offensive line, Rob, is blocking great. It's also that the defensive line and the defensive pressure guys for the U are forcing him to stay in the pocket. So they're saying, hey, Sterry, you got to throw it against us. And what Ashante Worthy is now doing is he's getting deep into the defensive secondary and sitting and finding a spot to comfortably catch the 1st down yardage. And that's 2 consecutive 4th downs that Sterry Codrington has found his go-to guy, not on a go route, not on a quick screen, but in the middle of the field, wide open. Ashanti Worthy is a weapon that you have to account for.
Flag on the play.
Delay of game
on the offense.
Listen, Will said he's calling those numbers. As soon as that ball is dropped, your 30-second start. So you guys got to get in and out of that huddle.
And it's one of those, big-time games. It's not necessarily nerves or being scared, but the intensity is adding to the unforced errors. You've seen missed throws. You've seen missed blocks.
You're trying to find a rhythm.
You've seen a lot of penalties.
In something that is ostensibly chaotic.
But it's 1st and 15, and they're back in what looks like a pseudo spread.
Okay, K-Wack versus...
No running back in the backfield, but, if they want to, they could just run the ball with Sterry Codrington. But it'll be 1st and 15.
1st and 15. The snap.
Isaac Negron's picked up by Valley.
The throw. Caught. That's Campbell. Brought down.
Immediately.
They'll mark it at the 50, so it will be 2nd and 2.
That's the second time that I've seen Kason Campbell open on that cross route. He's running a deep cross, which is basically 15 yards down the field, all the way across past what would be the numbers on a regular field. And the first time he misses him, but Sterry, with plenty of time in the pocket, finds him this time. Kason Campbell could have just turned and got the 1st down. He was looking for the big play. Great open field tackle, but that completion will bring up a 3rd and manageable.
Even K-Wack off the line. No tight end, just 2 wingbacks.
The snap.
Isaac
in trouble. Codrington gets on his bicycle, and he tries to be loosey-goosey with the ball, holds on to it.
And Kyle Ward with the tackle.
And a big play there by Codrington to get the first down.
Most
but
quarterbacks are dead to rights with Isaac Negron, who has 10 sacks on the year, ladies and gentlemen, unblocked, coming off the edge on your on your front side. Sterry Codrington steps up, slips right through most of the tackles out there trying to get him, and gets a first down yardage on a sneaky climb in the pocket. That's the difference between a good quarterback and a championship winner like Sterry Codrington.
snap.
Oh my, great
In
read by Kevin
trouble.
White.
Flag on the play, off the hands of
and
Cohen.
Trey Cohen could have went. We'll see what the call is.
I want you to see that great read by Kevin White, where he notices the shift and just drops back in the coverage.
Yeah, they're
immediately.
really playing contain
Scott's
more than they
smart.
are a full rush on Codrington. The fact that they have Big Dippy and Dave Valley, Rob,
It's insane. It's insane.
If they want to, they could just run the ball with Verges all game.
Look, take a look at this. Look at Kevin White here.
Wow.
He notices
slips to the
15,
quick screen.
He stops. He slips. That's IQ, bro. That's
Yeah, but
high
then this is
IQ.
also amazing for Sterry Codrington to avoid Dot Boss, a really great player.
The
and
ability to shift back like
Yeah,
that.
like that's insane.
And that's the quick screen guy coming all the way across. Trey Cohen, all he has to do is catch it, and then maybe
That's
he's
it.
going.
But he notices it immediately and drops back.
Penalty is going to be on the U.
Wow.
And they're moving the sticks for a 1st and 10. Not sure exactly what the penalty is.
Illegal hands to the face on the defense.
Okay.
Well, calling a tight game, you got to play within the confines, and both of these teams are adjusting. Rob, it was the coin toss, and I was telling Matt this on the break. Hardbody and Psycho were having a conversation that we only wish that we could air. The intensity is high. You know that the rivalry between these two teams is more than just.
10
And we've
years deep.
seen a
10
team.
years deep.
And we've seen a team break loose early, but then the other team fight
It's
back.
always
Of
close
course,
game,
of course.
except for the last game that we watched where it was a
16
2-score
points.
game.
Yeah, 16
35-20 was that score. In
But
week
it was that
3.
weird. It was that weird bounce on a change of possession. Here's Sterry Codrington,
Prior
first
to
10.
snap, Codrington throws this
Oh,
to the
my
end
goodness.
zone, out of reach,
His target was
and it
Q
will
Bell
be
there.
second down. But historically, in 2023, it was 28-26 with the U winning. In 2023, it was 26-20 with the U winning. In 2022, in the championship, 32-30. In the 2022 division championship, it was 31-19 BIC, and then 50-48 in the 2022 regular season with the BIC getting.
Yeah, the games have always really been close. It hasn't been decided by more than 2 scores, and it's usually a freak accident to get that one score up. And it's been a battle, but this is a 10-year rivalry that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
These games are usually decided which team makes the adjustments in the third quarter and which team avoids the huge mistake in the fourth.
Empty backfield. Codrington on second down to throw to Cohen. Cohen catches it, gets inside, drives through, put on the spin cycle, but will get to the 10 and get the first down, first and goal, BIC.
I don't necessarily like the defense that they're running against Sterry, because it's almost saying, why do people think Sterry can't throw?
Well, they're also allowing him to get in rhythm.
Yeah, why are we thinking he can't throw, though? Why are we thinking he can't drop back and let it fly?
And they go flood route there.
What are we
He
doing?
could have thrown it to Q Bell, but what
what?
he does is he hits Trey Cohen in the flat with a blocker in front of him. They're basically in a shell defense, allowing for the short route, and Trey Cohen's able to pick up the first down, first and goal from the 9.
Q Bell's 195 all muscle, bro. He can block for Trey Cohen. That's a great pass.
It's 225 almost.
First and goal in motion. Flag on the play, and that will be on, I believe, the BIC. False start on the offense.
Yeah, I'm not a real fan. I'm saying if you're saying, hey, we dare you to throw, you're sending 3 versus 3 on Sterry. Sterry has all the time in the world, and you're making his offensive line look like the greatest line to ever exist. There's no pressure, none.
Well,
You're not
play
sending
devil's
anyone.
play devil's advocate. If you're Ryan Shamar and you rush Sterry Codrington and you miss that initial sack attempt, what are you allowing for Sterry Codrington to do?
The same thing
If
you
he
just
whips out
allowed
that
with-
sidearm,
But the same thing you just
Pause.
allowed with the Trey Cohen catch right there. He's moving the ball. If he's moving the ball in every way possible, you might have to change some things around from time to time.
they're going to have to make an adjustment
You're giving
soon
him the same
because
look. It's Sterry.
if he starts gearing in on these throws, BIC's unbeatable.
Yeah,
First and goal from the 14-yard line.
There's the blitz, there's the blitz.
Codrington on the blitz, caught by Wachter.
dropped by
dropped.
Wachter. But that's what I'm saying. Do you see how they're changing
Yeah.
the look?
Yep. And that's how you should be doing it. You should be this way one way, this way the other. If you keep him guessing and he doesn't have the time in the backfield, you're forcing him into a decision maybe either before or maybe that he's uncomfortable with, and that's how you get the unforced errors. That's going to be 2nd and goal now
and then this is
from the 14.
This is no offense to K-Wack. K-Wack is a solid blocker, and he can catch the ball, but he's not an experienced in the zone catcher right there where somebody's coming down on him.
When you have Ashanti Worthy on the same side, completely uncovered, wide open, and you're forcing the ball to K-Wack on the blitz because J-Rock is screaming in your face.
3 guys in your face.
The rush made the play on that. It had nothing to do with the coverage.
2nd and goal.
Because they sent the blitz.
1 wide receiver at the bottom of your screen, bell in motion. The handoff. Stephen Jones pushes through the pile, gets to the 1-yard line.
Against his former team is crazy.
And that goal line, that specific goal line, has been heartbreak ridge for both of these teams. They have made or broken seasons.
Yeah, what are you trying to say, Matt? You having a little PTSD?
Flashback, the snap.
Little PTSD? Oh, they try to call the play. It's a free play.
Touchdown and a little bit of redemption if it counts.
Sterry Codrington called the snap before Marcel Bates, number 14, got off of the field. So basically they're taking advantage of an 8 men on the field penalty.
Smart.
And the throw to Quincy Davis is called on the field as a touchdown, but it's false start.
False start on the BIC.
So they weren't in the right formation, and Will Franklin is going to call it on BIC. I think it was they weren't set before he called the snap.
They weren't in the right formation, so they will get called for the false start. So
Sterry Codrington thought he pulled a fast one.
I mean, it was in high IQ, but your team got to be with it.
Well, everybody's got to be having that high IQ. You can't be caught everybody moving around.
You can have a smart
let's see
quarterback.
Here on the replay. He's trying to get him off the field because he was trying to instigate too many men on the field.
Right. That's the tough thing with the
and they're saying he never snapped the ball.
With your ball in your hands as the quarterback, you have to call the snap. Sterry's had issues with that, whether he goes with the hut or he just goes go, but it's 3rd and goal.
This is a
Snap,
statement.
the handoff, pushes
my
through,
God.
and won't get to the end zone, but what a play at the goal line!
It's like Hardbody gets there and makes the contact, gets flung, but allows his teammate to come seal it up. So, is that a good play?
Tackling SJ
at
the goal line.
4th and goal and not 6 points.
But listen, tackling SJ at the goal line is never going to be a one-man job.
That seems right there.
He cuts, and Hardbody makes the impact
and Nick Mays,
slows him down for Nick Mays to make the...
That was a great play by Hardbody.
But again, now you got 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. I just saw Ice Cream Truck heading to the backfield. BIC is telling the U right now, our offensive line is going to get this touchdown.
A lot of people thought entering this game, guys, it was going to be a high-scoring affair, that it was going to be back and forth.
It's a chess match.
I'll tell you what right now, if BIC scores, it's 15-0.
It's courage
They
versus
need to stop them because their offense is finding it hard to get points.
Flag on the play.
That is a terrible mental error.
That's not a good one. That's not a good one.
You gotta just call it. You know what the play is.
From the 2.
That's rough, bro. That's rough.
Delay a game on the offense.
I respect the call, but man, they don't need that.
And what's the odds that Courage gets in with that play, 4th and 2? What, maybe like 70%?
Come on, bro.
Low
like
end?
85.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So now you go to
low end.
a 4th and goal from the 7. Now, if you're the U,
he's still going to run it.
And if you are a fan of the A7FL and you know how much this play means, send this to your friend. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching this online, HBCU plus the zone, send this link to snap on 4th and goal. Jarvis Rogers, Codrington in there.
Wait a second, ref.
Touchdown, BIC.
Wow. Nick Mays tries to get him, and he just isn't quick enough. But there's a flag on the field again?
It might be on the defense. There was they knocked down Trey Cohen in the route. Now, it was before 5 yards, but we'll see how they call it.
No flag touchdown. All right.
No flag on the play, so it is 15-0 BIC.
And it's unfortunate what we're seeing because BIC can score. Take a look at this. This is clean. Great block. Great block. Great block. And Nick Mays tries. He's just a step behind. He's just a step behind.
And look how close BICU games always are. Whether it's this end zone, I'm pointing to the left. Whether it's that end zone, I'm pointing to the right. It's always the game of inches. And Sterry just finds a way with his speed to get to the pylon. Nick Mays just misses. potentially game-breaking tackle at the goal line.
Let me give.
And now it's 15-0.
BIC will go for one.
Okay, let me give the Vegas guys some, attaboy, right? I want you to see why we think BIC is so special. They can match up size for size with a team like the U, and they can match up speed for speed with a team like the Nightcrawlers.
Codrington for one. He's got a bald head.
Yeah, Cedric Goodrich,
Cedric
they
Goodrich.
completely leave him alone.
He was shaving his head on the sidelines. I
Smart
saw him
man.
before the game. He's
Smart
like,
man.
it's got to be smooth.
And listen,
folks,
what was the brand of razor? BIC.
And folks, championship points matter, and the road to the A7FL championship is on. We have 7:19 left to go in the half. You have until tomorrow to get tickets. Go to A7FL.com/championship for your chance at A7FL 25. For your tickets, go to A7FL.com/championship. We'll have the throw off after the break. We're back live, 16-0 your score. It's the A7FL Eastern Conference Championship. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. And here's the 3-on-1 throw-off. And we'll redo this one. It made the requisite distance. It just looks like not everybody was ready.
No, it's false start. They went over the line to throw it.
Again.
The refs are not
So
playing
now,
today.
listen, what that means is that the U may have their best chance at points all game so far. Running start from the 25. Let's see who he attacks.
He's attack Trey going.
And now getting to the 50, met by Cohen. Cohen persistent, and he will get to the 45. So a solid return for the U,
Good
and it'll
field
be
position.
1st and 10.
Now, I'll ask you this, Rob. How did BIC utilize their offensive line in the previous drive?
I mean, they kept it honest. That offensive line didn't even have to work too much. They were dropping guys back and
if you look at
the middle guy was choosing a side, and they were basically only sending two guys on the outside.
And when it mattered most, they went run a lot, I think. And for me,
It's fresh
the
legs when
U
you go
have to
run,
come
man.
out here right now, and you see they got the big
big
offensive
bodies, big
linemen.
bodies.
They got Big Haas Dubois, and they got Darryl Luck. And if they want to get back in this game, I think they have to do it in 4-yard chunks at a time.
They got
Moon
Darryl
back
Verges
in at quarterback.
linebacker.
Darryl Verges, A7FL and Town Beef legend. Another Town Beef legend hands it off. Big bodies pushing
Darryl
through. Darryl Luck like a
wow.
truck. Gets the first down.
But then it begs the question, like, if you can get these kind of yards against BIC's defensive line, why not run it all game?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been saying the whole
Well,
time.
let's take a look at the replay.
You got Mo Taylor, you got Muggs, you got Dot Boss. Let's run the ball.
Watch the opening that will come up right there. You see where 71,
He's
the
gonna
gap
run
between
right behind-
71.
He's going to run right behind
Oh,
number
God.
76. And Olay is one of the
Look
best
at the
pass
hole.
rushers in our league.
Look at the hole. He runs right. He falls through the hole.
1st and 10, 6:17 left in the half. The snap, the handoff met immediately at the line. Tries to toss it
Bones,
back.
yeah.
Cal Bone in on the tackle.
Bone's a different animal. I don't know, man. They have to figure out who they're going against and where they're going.
You know what
They're not picking the right plays to run against that kind of D-line.
That's a great way to put it, the right plays. You know what I don't like about the way that it looks right now when Moon is in at quarterback? It's that almost 1990s offense. It's so predictable where guys are lining up, what they're doing, and how they're attacking. You almost want to see that when you see Jason Sisson come in that jet motion, that you use his speed and that motion, that action, to make the defense respond to it.
2nd down, in motion. Moon snaps, in
Wide open,
trouble.
wide open.
Thrown, caught. That's Jason Sisson, and he will get to the 25, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the size of that offensive line, they can slow him up just enough with the play action to get that pop pass that he's going to be able to get right behind the line of scrimmage.
You go with a run-to motion to the Twins. Sisson's in a wheel look, and he's the worst guy if you're covering a wheel. Watch this play. If you're the corner at the top of your screen, looks like Sire Hancock, you have to honor that wheel route.
He's wide open.
And what he's doing is just sitting
take a
right
look at
there.
that right there.
It's an easy play, a rollout. That's one of the best play calls I've seen so far.
Luck is wide
and again,
open as well.
the motion makes the defense adjust. Here's Darryl Luck on 3rd and short. But BIC's defensive line says no thank you.
We're talking about Psycho and Tyler Alpha with Bone. That's a tough ask. And then you're running. My thing is, I'm a lineman. I don't want to block sideways. I want to go man on man, head up. It's 2 yards. You think I can't push a guy at 2 yards? Give me that block. Don't give me no, we're running right outside. Why are we running outside? Let's go head up.
When you go lateral, you allow for the defense to get that penetration. And when you only need 2 yards, Rob,
nah, ain't nobody
you got to go north and south.
I need north and south. You're going, listen.
North and south, and then north and south again.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I couldn't block Tyler off of here, right? But the key is he has to go around me.
Fourth down.
Jesus.
They're all over Moon. Can he get away? And he can't.
Moon!
Hueso Harris. Bone.
Harris.
Listen, he's one of the most athletic guys of that size that you'll ever see. And the Maryland product makes the sack on 4th down.
The Moon usually controls the Tides, but on that one, the Tides controlled Moon as he is brought down by the Paterson U's offensive line.
This play was doomed from the get-go.
To that blue wave.
The fact is there's 3 guys in the backfield, and one of them's Darryl Verges. The other one's Tyler Affa.
And then,
it's Bone.
Oh, it's Bone.
Oh, great.
Let's attack Bone. Bone's not the one to attack either.
I feel like I've had nightmares that look exactly like this.
Yeah, me too, because imagine having a
block but you're Mo Taylor, number 71. Looking at him run at me.
And look how embarrassing
my nightmare is the one who's getting murdered because I can't even escape as much as Moon did. First and 10 for BIC.
My nightmare is watching you get murdered and hearing your wife yell at me about it.
Fair. Play action.
Codrington caught.
Where was he going?
And there's Kason Campbell.
Dance with me. Golly. Kason with the dance moves.
That's the next TikTok trend right there.
The jukes,
do the Kason.
The jukes after the catch are fun. The real, torn ACL is on the deep action, on the play action, and he's looking like he's going to go deep, and he just stops on a dime.
But the guy bails out like he's gone.
Gone.
Ooh.
Listen, those are fun, but the route was even better. He had 8 yards of separation on a simple stop route on a play action.
Route. It was a nasty route.
How are you covering that?
I'm not covering
I'm asking Cool Kids Justin Shepard.
The snap on 1st down, the handoff.
There's Trey Robinson.
Trey Robinson.
On cue.
My goodness.
Gets it to the 41. It'll be 2nd down. And the BIC running game looking to assert itself here in the latter stages of the first half.
BIC smart about it. Like, why not run the ball, start getting that clock out of there, just change the tempo of the game.
Well, especially after you get a big play in the air.
Right now.
What do you do as a defensive mind when you get beat in the air? You correct the defensive coverage. Well, guess what? You just talked about defensive coverage. Now maybe some of the defensive linemen forgot about what they need to do on the run game. 2nd and 7.
Man. These guys are
running
fatigued.
What could only be called the house arrest offense. Locked down, the handoff to the ice cream truck.
Oh, my goodness.
And that man popped out of a 3-point stance to get to the 35 and a little more. 1st down, BIC.
BIC's offensive line and running back combo are dragging 300-pound men 15 yards down the field.
And don't sleep on motion like what you just saw with Ashanti Worthy because, yes, he doesn't get the ball and he's really not even involved in the play. But when you see a guy that dangerous come from the backfield and go out to the end, it spreads the defense out. And that's why he gets the good yardage.
At the 2-minute warning, folks, if you are watching this game right now and you have a phone, you have a device, you're on social media, and you're not sharing this link, you're not using the hashtag A7FL, what are you doing? Follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all of that razzmatazz. We want you to be a part of the A7FL. Follow us now on your favorite social media platform. We'll take a brief time out on the other side of this. We'll wrap up the first half at 16-0. BIC with the lead and the ball. It's the A7FL Conference Championship. Let us know in the chat who you think is making their way back here on the 21st. We're back live, 16-0 your score at the 2-minute warning. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond, the BIC with the ball. They started with the ball.
I think I won, right?
Yeah.
I win. If a kid is wearing a Huss Huss t-shirt, I win. Yeah. Look at Kenny all smiling. I can't stand Kenny.
Kenny stands very...
That's my brother, man.
Hoping for a big opportunity to bring his team back to the A7FL Championship for the 3rd time in 4 seasons.
1st down, tight coverage, top of your screen, Ashanti Worthy, take the shot.
Play action, Codrington.
A little bit of
the
pressure,
throw.
He gets hit.
Caught by Worthy, did he get it?
Goodness.
Mama, there goes that man
he
at the 10.
Yo, he caught that?
And you could see the look on Sly Boogie's face, number 19 for the U. Man, we did everything right.
Let's
Instead,
watch
we got
here.
hit on the throw. Take a look at Isaac getting through.
Isaac
By the way,
Negron.
he's throwing
Look,
at Davis on this.
Bang.
He gets hit. Look at this.
And
catch.
Ashante Worthy not letting the fates.
Oh my goodness, bro.
That is Sports Center right there.
He literally told Quincy Davis on that play, man,
And
this
you know
is not
he's
your
got-
ball. This is my ball.
He's got the highlighter green, so you know when he does the toe drag that it's him.
It's him, bro. That's a nasty catch.
First and goal from the 10.
That's one of them ones.
BIC have scored 2 of the 3 times they've been inside the 20. The first drive, third play from scrimmage. The ball was stripped out of the hands of Quincy Davis.
And correction, Trey Robinson he is not a Vegas product, I'm being told. He is a Pennsylvania product.
He's held
And-
championships in the A7FL Pennsylvania division, has won in the Fallout in Nevada, was a national champion last season, and a flag on the play.
Maybe that's why he's so effective too, guys.
And funny enough, here's the weirdest thing, right? If my predictions are accurate and Insomniacs win tonight and BIC wins today, that means it's guaranteed that there will be a repeat champion. Because of Trey Robinson.
Yes.
That's insane. Either the Insomniacs win twice or Trey Robinson wins twice. And if
Here's
he
another
wins
look
twice,
at the throw and catch.
it's going to be very tough for Vegas guys to
That's a
stop him from
replay.
talking.
They'll be fine.
No, they won't.
Ashante Worthy, heading into today, someone was talking about how he was not necessarily having a great season.
Who said that?
He's caught the ball 20 times. He's averaging 23 yards a
Another
catch.
flag.
Almost 50% of his catches have been for touchdowns. He's got 9 touchdowns on 20 catches so far this
He's
season.
not having a great season. You're not watching enough A7. That's what you're saying to me.
The thing is he can't have the high catch numbers.
Looks like another flag on the BIC.
He can't have the high catch numbers because he converts all of his catches into touchdowns.
Right.
So there's only so many
the two
times.
sidelines are trying to get each other a little bit under control here. Sideline violations on a warning on both sidelines as things get a little hot here metaphorically and literally as it feels like the bayou with the humidity here today in Asbury Park.
That's that same match up top of your screen.
Watch
Kyle
shot.
Ward, Shanti Worthy.
Play action. That's Robinson brought down at the 15-yard line.
Big Burton with the tackle in the backfield.
A.O. Burton bringing him down.
Listen, if you're going to get penetration through the offensive line that quickly, it doesn't matter who your running back is.
Yeah, not at all.
Especially when Burton's able to convert the tackle.
Do you guys want to know what the humidity is today?
Sure.
No, don't even.
78%. 78% humidity today
I
in Asbury Park.
survived Arizona heat.
Yeah,
This is
I'll
nothing.
never complain.
This is nothing.
Dry heat, whatever.
Dry heat
it was
is bad.
130.
It was brutal.
Shout out to the Vegas guys. They have to walk around in that.
Yeah, shouts to you guys. Got my respect.
It'll be second and goal from the 15 after the sack. Play action.
And Isaac is
Negron
out there.
approaches off the hands
That
and
was
it'll
a
be turned down.
huge play, Rob.
Ooh.
That was either 6 or a pick, and the BIC
If he
are
intercepted,
happy
he's taking
it's
it.
out of
He's
there.
taking it.
He's
I don't-
taking it all the way.
I think
But
Sterry would have been the only one that could be able to contend with that.
and when you watch the replay on this, yes, the check down is open. If he gets it to Trey Robinson, he likely is able to get yards after the catch. But you got to look at Ashanti Worthy screaming across the field, wide open in the end zone. Kyle Ward's doing a pretty good job covering him, but no one really in this league can cover Ashanti Worthy. Look at the top of your screen and see the elite speed just coming across the field. They're worried about Quincy Davis.
Timeout called by the BIC.
He's
he
wide
got to
open.
catch that, man. He has to catch that.
That is their last timeout, and folks, the stakes are high as we are on the road to the A7FL Championship. Today's games decide who we will be seeing on July 21st as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of the A7FL. You have until tomorrow to get 25% off your tickets. Use the code A7FL25. That's A7FL25 at A7FL.com/championship to celebrate with us. And we'll have some information on what's going on at the championship at halftime. So go on over to A7FL.com/championship. Join us live at Asbury Park.
I just want to say something, Matt.
Yes.
Jackets in this weather is insane.
Yes.
That's just a heads up.
I know.
Yeah, that's just a heads up.
There's a reason why when we're off camera, like I am a mess right now. It is soupy up here in the booth.
That's a disgusting.
It is. We are operating a Hale and Hardy with this humidity today.
Oh my
it is,
God!
It
They
is,
said it's 118 in Vegas today. God bless you guys.
Yeah,
I
have
love
fun
you
with
all.
that.
I love you all.
I'll take this.
Listen, I'm praying for you
I
guys.
feel
I'll
like
take
I'm
swimming.
in a sauna
yeah,
right
we're
now.
swimming right now through the air. It's so hot and humid.
I'll take this over the Arizona
I will.
Heat, though.
Absolutely 100% if we're going to be weathermen.
Well, the BIC
3rd and goal from the 15.
look to be back in this humidity in 14 days' time. They have a 16-0 lead
Ooh,
on
deep
3rd
cross.
down. In trouble,
Isaac.
flag
They're gonna
on the
call holding.
play.
he
And that
throws it
one will
away.
be a dead ball.
Number 61, Big Dippy, making his appearance, or he's wearing 61, and making his appearance as center today for BIC. Definitely held Isaac Negron, which will force them into either 4th and goal from the 15 if they decline it, or 3rd and goal from the 25, guys. What
do
do you
you
think?
pick?
Listen, I would force the 4th down because then it's one play. You
But
got to
it's-
stop
but-
them as
but
opposed to 2.
Here's the thing. Whether you stop them or not, you're still down 2 full scores, and you have not been able to cross.
They declined the penalty. Patterson have declined the penalty.
Oh, wow.
It'll be 4th and 15.
It's
Smart.
just
It's smart.
it's just as
4th
easy
and
for
4th and goal, pardon me, from the 15.
It's just as easy for Sterry Codrington to get 25 yards as 15 yards if you give him 2 opportunities.
Yeah,
if he
you don't want to.
slips through,
This is the smarter
and finds,
play.
I think it's better because they've also held him here.
It's smarter.
And look, let's put this into perspective. The score's 16-0, so it looks like it's pretty one-sided. But save the 4th downs that Sterry's been able to convert. This is
An
a
argument
head-to-head
breaking
game.
out about who the best wide receivers in the A7FL
Oh, my
are.
goodness.
Codrington
Pressure.
on 4th
White-
and 15.
White and Isaac Negron.
Gets out of the way of White. And Codrington
Oh,
will throw
my
this interception.
interception.
But brought down
Yikes.
at the 10-yard line. So
That's a good
Has to
call.
do it.
For the
He has
penalty, it's a
50-50
good
call.
The penalty's a good
Declining the
call.
penalty was a great call.
It is.
The way that they rushed Codrington and forced him to the corner, and they weren't allowing him that free run at it
That's
because
what
he
I'm
definitely
saying.
wanted at least a shot at getting vertical. But you also have to give credit to Sterry Codrington. Even though it's an interception, he had to make the throw.
He has to make the throw.
He has to make an opportunity, give him an opportunity for his guys.
But this is what you do when you adjust to deal with a guy that's as dangerous as Sterry.
And
force the quote-unquote bad throw.
Kevin, Devin, Trevin, don't matter. 1st and 10 for the U. White has been a force.
He tried it, and that's a great
And if that's
interception.
Henrock, 2
think that is
huge
Henrock.
turnovers.
he has
think
been
that
a
is a lot.
huge asset.
Keeping his team in the game now. Great
They
job on
have
defense,
to
you.
score.
Figure something out on offense. It's back. They're back with Moon at quarterback. 51 seconds
Okay,
left.
this is a heavy,
Joker saying that's a good play, but he's got to take it to the crib. Not with the defender right on a Moon.
heavy O-line.
Speaking of defense and
Oh,
trying to get a flag,
flag.
2 flags, multiple flags.
Dang.
I will just say that this game is not going to come
it
down
looks
to
like
a
it'll be
missed
holding.
call. It might be a bad call.
We're gonna
holding
see-
on the defense.
Holding
Oh,
on the
that's-
defense.
They have Muggs going out as tight end. I'm cool.
I'm not tackling that
I
guy.
ain't tackling that guy. Shouts to y'all that's still doing it.
But you look at the defense out there for BIC.
It may be muggy up here,
Listen,
but
I'm cool. They had a former NFL player flip me on my noggin in 2021. I am done.
Yeah, speaking of former NFL players, on that last play, I think they just subbed him out, but on that last play, Darrell Vergis was running around. Oh, no, he's still in there. We got Tyler Affa, Darrell Vergis, Big Mook, caught the man who caught the ball. Remember Vegas?
Ole.
Ole Bell, it's Sierra Hancock,
players
H3,
who've
Kells,
defined the past decade and beyond in this
Kells on
league.
Henrock. Wow.
and 2 of the best corners, cover corners in this league, with a new quarterback in. See what he can do.
First down, the snap. The throw.
Whoa!
Got him!
Whoa! Whoa! Can he catch him? Bye!
That is why he's on! Touchdown, Paterson! And if you're not going to cover Dakari Mims streaking down the sideline,
Who was the quarterback?
I don't know. His dreads are, shout out to Loctician, his dreads are covering both number and name. He's wearing a hat. He's incognito, but he's throwing dimes. Big, huge touchdown for the U. And that's the play they needed to close
That was
this half
Ron
out.
Butler. Ron Butler in at quarterback.
Ron Butler. I thought Ron Butler was a running back. Okay.
Well,
Guess he can do it
He's
all.
trying to hide. Maybe it's somebody else. But regardless,
Oh my.
that's good form. That's good placement. And we're trying to
there's a
give
flag on the play. We're trying to figure it out.
we're trying to give credit to the corners, and then they're just getting smoked. They were caught off guard. They were like, it ain't Huff. It ain't Huff.
I hope that's not what they thought.
That's how did
That is Ronald Butler.
Nice.
What a play by the running back.
The Butler did it!
Quarterback. I'm so proud of you. I'm hugging you, even though it is 85 million
That's why
degrees.
the only reason I didn't hug you back, Matt, is because then it would have been too much.
It's like 99 degrees. Y'all giving swamp hugs right now. Just look at Mims. The stride. Again, I talked about this with Jaquan Mason about how Mims is such a difference.
He wears 9. He runs 9 routes, and here's Butler.
Butler
on the
throw.
conversion. Haas!
Haas has to catch that, bro. Haas has to catch. He has to catch that.
In a game that has started 2-0, we are at 16-6 with 34 seconds left to go in the half.
That's big because a 10-point score is 2 possessions. But go ahead,
Before
Matt.
that play, you had only 10 passing yards this half.
They have more now.
Plenty more.
They
Perhaps
have more
than that,
now.
Corey. But we will rock with you until the
that,
end of the half.
He has to catch that.
We might also lean with you as
Lincoln
well.
High School, Ron did play quarterback, so
he did.
Butler has experience.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, you throw a dime like
Gallardo.
that. You throw a dime like that cold. You played quarterback before.
And Ron Butler stepping up and stepping in, locking it up for the Paterson U, and you can enhance your natural beauty and lock things up with Locticians. Scan the QR code or go to locticians.com for the natural hair care professional in your area. Go to locticians.com today. Lock it up with Locticians.
Travis, I have a very interesting question for you. Can he run? If he can play quarterback like that, can he run the ball?
And he played wide receiver at Utah State.
Listen,
Ron
everybody's
Butler's
worried about
problem.
This might sound like bias or anything, right? Everybody's worried about how the quarterback's running around. If he's throwing the ball like that, who cares?
I do.
I don't.
I know you don't. You're
Let him just
biased.
stand back there. Who? Sing!
BIC's not going to give him that much time. He has
Dakari Mims.
to create that threat, that dual threat that Sterry is, force him to throw, even though he can run. If he can run, BIC has to change the way they come at him defensively. They have to.
Lincoln High School in Jersey City.
Oh, yeah.
A Jersey City boy. Shout out to the McGinley Square area of Jersey
the money man. That's it. That's a fact. That's Haas's second drop, and I'm kind of disappointed because I'm very big. But I'm very big on Haas. I think Haas is. They call him Big Play Haas for a reason.
He's got to make plays.
Yeah.
And then Carlos Crosland delivers a
bomb.
Whoa! Did he outthrow his coverage? Here's Pack Money on the return.
Marcellus Pack gets past the
easy turned around.
Easy.
Stays upright and will get to the 35. What a play by the BIC.
That is easy, isn't it?
That's easy. I could turn around, but B-More on B-More crime. The only person who could stop a B-More guy running like that
was a
B-More guy himself.
Oof. This is one of those games.
But back to the Haas, we'll quote, air quotes right now, drop. That's a tough catch, man. It's already tipped.
You are a wide receiver.
Dropping that 2 points means that it's now a 2-score game for Paterson to get back.
It's a 1-score game
if he catches it. It's a 1-score game. Now down 10, you're going to have to stop BIC twice. And
I mean, your defense
BIC gets the ball back after these 35 seconds, so first and 10.
The snap by Codrington.
White with the pressure. White and Isaac Negron.
But Codrington will keep it, and he will be carried
he stays in bounds.
to the 44.
That was a bonehead play. He should have went out of bounds.
Clock will run 23 seconds. No timeouts.
You think if you're being smart, you get
with
the ball.
a 10-point lead. They're trying to get the U on their back foot. The
what
throw.
What is that? Did it go backwards?
It was a dead ball play. It was a dead ball play.
Oh, no.
Listen, if we look.
False start on the offense. They
got to stop the cutesy stuff.
That wasn't cutesy. That was Sterry Codrington wearing gloves, completely whiffed on the ball.
Did it go backwards?
It could have. But the thing is if it's a penalty on the offense, illegal procedure is a lot of different things. It's not just false start. They could have not set up.
Let's take a look. Look.
He throws it from the 36. Where does it land?
Brother.
Does it land at the 35?
It's not. It's
even.
It's illegal motion. It's the same motion that we saw from before.
It's illegal procedure because they didn't get set before the play was called, so the play's dead from the rip.
That's a scary throw, bro.
That is absolutely insane.
That is Sterry knowing, okay, I screwed up.
Yeah.
This
Next
play
play.
is,
Next play. That's a scary throw.
But I will say, there's only, it says 8 on your screen. They might adjust that back up a little bit based on the penalty because there was a little bit of runoff after the play.
Football is such a
But with
fun
35
sport.
seconds left, and you have the playmakers that you have when you're Sterry Codrington for BIC, not running out of bounds on that run and having the clock moving and trying to go hurry up, Just a
we're
bad
gonna go to the
mental
replay.
mistake.
Oh, they're going to the replay for what?
They're going to go to the replay for whether
They're
it was
trying to see if that was a fumble, but if the call in the field was a penalty,
But hear me out.
if the BIC, if the U decline it,
Take a look. This is a fumble, brother. It's behind them.
this view does not help us whatsoever.
It's our first view that gives us the better angle.
Now it
We can
has to
actually
go
mark the yards.
backwards. It can't be even.
Let's take a look.
Even is still a throw. So
take a
he's
look.
gonna let go of the
take a look.
ball at the
he
36.
is at the 36.
It goes behind the line.
It's
or
got to
falls on the
go.
line.
It lands right on the
Oh,
36. So if you're gonna say,
I don't think that's a fumble. I don't think that's a fumble.
I don't think it's a fumble,
Yeah, I
but
don't think it's a
it's really close. But I
It's
also
close, but I don't think it's a fumble.
And also, if it's a false start or it's a legal procedure,
So why look at the
call's
replay?
Because if it's declined, I believe it's if it's declined.
better
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
If you're throwing that, wearing gloves in this heat and this humidity, you better take them off.
I'm here.
Better take
There
off
is
those
no
gloves.
flag.
This is
There is no flag.
Okay.
They're trying to see if it was a forward pass.
I don't think it was a forward, but I don't think it was a backward either.
The hard part is on if they do overturn the call on this, all they can do is give possession. If White gets the ball here and it's an honest fumble, Davis still could tackle him. So you can't give him points. You can't give him yards.
You just give him the turnover.
But the turnover with this much time left, we just saw what Butler could do, right?
With Butler
Why
at
not?
quarterback, yeah, you might be changing some things around. This game just got a little bit more interesting.
So there was no flag.
Okay.
It looked as if there
Let's
were a
take a look.
penalty
They
on the play.
they threw the flag that's not yellow for the spot of the ball.
That's
I think.
what confused it.
But look, it lands forward. If it lands on the 36, which it does,
It doesn't
it's
land forward, though. It's between.
It-
That's a tough call.
Look at his back foot. His back foot is
But
right
if it's
above
not,
the 35,
if it's not
36.
conclusive,
It's not conclusive.
it's not-
Offense
yeah.
keeps it.
When they go back to the
They
the
always
replay,
put us in these situations where we have to call these impossible, even with the camera
and
situations.
by that you mean BIC to you, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes,
BIC and
every
we
one of
always do
we
this.
started with a strip at the goal line.
It was at the millimeter line. It wasn't a yard. It wasn't an inch. It wasn't Al Pacino.
what is the chat
You
think?
gotta fight for that inch. No, it was a millimeter.
The chat seen that. What are we looking at, chat? Is that a fumble or what? Let us know. Let us know. I'm very curious as to what you guys think. We have over 800 people in here. Please tell me what you think.
Shout out to everyone watching wherever you're watching.
Yeah, whether you're on DAZN, A7FL.TV, YouTube, HBCU Plus, wherever in the grand expanse, as the BIC and the U could not have a single game go by without
Fumble or incomplete,
an
please.
intense matter of scrutiny. The level of scrutiny
Yikes.
riding on this game.
I'm seeing that's a fumble. Clear fumble.
Then
Dead
they're
ball,
saying they can't.
Turnover. They can't call fumble. Fumble. It's no flag. Incomplete pass. The chat is just a split.
Hand does go forward, so it's definitely an attempt at a forward pass if it goes forward.
Hand
the question
goes
is
forward,
not
but
the
does
tuck
ball.
rule. It's not does it slip out of his hands as it's going backwards and then it's an automatic fumble.
That's a fumble. It's a fumble because he left his hand before he was
No,
throwing
look,
it. I saw that too.
His foot. But look at his foot. It's right in
But it
front of
doesn't
the
hit on that
35.
line, though.
But if it hits on the 35, it's clearly backwards. If it hits on
Ball has
in
to go
between the
past
35 and the 36, it's not clearly backwards.
They're
So how do
saying
you say?
ball has to go past the 36. It didn't. Fumble, stereo
No, it's not.
overrated,
It's
fumble.
not. Has to go forward.
fumble,
it can't
fumble.
go backwards. There's a difference. It can go sideways.
Call.
Incomplete pass. It is
Okay,
an
there we go.
incomplete
The
pass.
call on the field is incomplete.
And look, there.
Okay.
To be clear, you saw in the chat, half said this, half that said that. So for it to overturn,
Is that Jonathan?
what?
Keels
I was
in
just
a-
about to say that.
Why is he wearing a BIC?
Don't even. What do you?
I'm sorry. I was confused. That's my guy. I didn't know.
Yeah, there he is. They're showing him.
Shouts to my guy.
He's not on the roster. He will not
No.
play. He just wants to be part of the ambiance.
I don't blame him. The energy down there is amazing. No matter which sideline you're on, the energy is amazing.
So with 12 seconds left to go, and an episode of NCIS later, it is 2nd and 2.
Which NCIS? Important.
The T-Neck.
T-neck, nice.
NCIS T-Neck. It airs on a channel that I run at 3 o'clock in the morning for 45 seconds.
That definitely is Big Dippy with a do-rag on. Just wait till you see Matt with his do-rag.
I was thinking about
It's too hot.
showing up with a silky matching my coat.
Well,
but
listen,
the coat is
fans-
on the floor now.
Fans, if they're doing it properly, they saw the pregame show, and Matt was looking with the pink shirt, rocking it. Shout out Berserk merch.
Yeah, Ryan DePaul's father, big fan of the new merch over at A7FL.com/gear. That's A7FL.com/gear. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside as we head towards the championship, and I can't hide it. I'm still standing feeling better than I ever did and want you to head on over to A7FL.com/gear.
Yeah.
Let's get a little action in
yeah.
finally as another whistle.
There's a whole lot going on.
Timeout called by the U.
Personnel that they have out here now is BIC saying to the U, hey, we're going to take it to the half. Now, what they're really likely going to do when they say that out loud to the U is we're going to go play action.
And the last piece of the puzzle will be decided tonight in Vegas, but we are 30 minutes and 12 seconds away from deciding the Eastern Conference champion. Join us live Sunday, July 21st at Asbury Park Stadium right here in Asbury Park, New Jersey. And get 25% off your tickets by using code A7FL25. That's code A7FL25. Join us live Sunday, July 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern right here. Get tickets at A7FL.com/championship.
They just told me in the chat, wait till Butler huss. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm familiar with
I love
Ron
how there's
Butler, though.
always somebody in the chat to be the super fan for the guy that
Somebody's
we haven't
agent's
heard of yet.
always in there.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they're telling me that Ron Butler is one of the best flag players.
Kyle Ward,
in
one-on-one Ashanti
Jersey.
Worthy.
They
But
hand
they
off to
handed
the
off the
ice cream truck. The ice cream truck will drive through to get to the 49.
I think they're going to call a timeout and go for a Hail Mary with the last play
Well,
of
the
the half.
BIC have no timeouts, so this will be the end of the first half.
Yeah.
One half of football down, another half left to go. At halftime, Corey Hammond will be down they'll be down on the field as me and Rob take a look at highlights and have a little conversation and consternation. 16-6 is your score, and folks, on the other side of this, it'll be halftime. The BIC with the lead, but can Ron Butler and the U turn things around? We'll break it down on the other side as the A7FL Eastern Conference Championships. Send the link. Share it with a friend. What are you doing? We'll be back.
And we're here at the half, 16-6 BIC with the lead. A lot of football left to play. I'm here with Ole Bell, and the offensive line has been saying Ole to you so far in this first half. But tell me what you're seeing on the field as one of the best defensive linemen, not only in today's game, but maybe in this league's history. What do you see today in this matchup?
The U being a U. You want to get to the outsides. We just want to stop it. Make it more uncomfortable. We know we got to make Moon be a quarterback instead of a running back.
So you've been able to do that against Moon, and even when Carlos Carlson came in to an extent, what we've seen him. But then we got Butler out there. What adjustments do you think you guys are going to make to seeing a new quarterback that maybe a lot of you guys are unfamiliar with in the big play that he made as Kenny Stansbury's dancing in front of us?
We feel like they got to adjust. They never played with him, so a lot of us know him over here. They got to adjust. You can't just put a dude in quarterback and expect him to know the receivers and this and that. So,
well, let's be clear. Whose fault was that? I'm looking at H3 over there. Did he just blow coverage? Was he ready for that one? What's up with it, H3?
Shit, things happen, man. Players mess up. We good, dog.
Well, as we head into the second half, obviously the offense has been doing a little bit of their thing. I think maybe the story so far in that first half is the defenses for both teams. What adjustments do you think that they should be making, playing you guys, an offense that, 16 points and a half is actually a little bit lower than what you guys expect?
We left a lot of points on the ball off the boards. We fumbled, I think. What else? I think
Fumble at the goal line there.
Crazy.
Interception over there on fourth down.
Yeah. Well, we hope they don't make no adjustments. We feel like we can score anytime we want against them. And that's all, man.
Well, you heard it here. Halftime, 16-6. BIC's ready for the second half. Maybe I'll get a chance to walk over to the U sideline, but I don't know. They still don't like me after throwing 3 touchdowns against them last year. So, Ole, good luck in the second half. Stay healthy. And keep it up for us old guys.
I got you.
Back to you in the booth.
Highlights, and when we come back, it'll be the second half. It's the BIC and the U. 16-6 your score. It's the Eastern Conference Championship. 16-6 your score. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond as we're ready to throw things off. And folks, heading into this half, these guys needed to get taped up. And if you need to get taped up or spatted like a pro, go to tapemeup.net. That's tapemeup.net. Scan the QR code now. Athletes of all levels, get that pro-level experience at tapemeup.net.
Guys, please don't leave your seats. Don't go anywhere because I promise you, if I've learned one thing from being a part of and watching games between BIC and the U, just know the ending will be wild. This second half is going to be – we're going to talk about this second half for a couple of years, so just be ready for it.
We've been talking about the ramifications of the 2021 championship, and that was when Rob was a player.
Right. Shouts out to Jaquan Mason on the check-in.
Shout out to Jay Mason. And at halftime, we didn't even get to talk about it. The A7FL All-Decade team will be unveiled on July 21st as we put together the list of the greatest players in the last 10 years of the A7FL championship. And, Rob, it's going to be big party.
It's a phenomenal list.
I'll say a lot of names on this field
are on
that list.
That's a fact. That's a cold, hard fact.
And there's one name that will be not on that list, which is Big Rob Fabian, who
I'm not on that list.
Abstains from the list. He's a member of the committee. But as we throw this off here, Isaac Gomez
they threw it.
Will get it to the requisite distance.
It's Kyle Ward.
Kyle Ward looking to return this, and it is brought down inside the 50.
Decent field position. You have a new quarterback coming out there. Let's see what he can do, right?
Yeah, and speaking of Rob and he not being on the All-Decade team, it'll be Ron walking back on the field, but Rob abstaining from the list does not mean we still can't honor him.
Right.
Because the first person to join the first class of the A7FL Hall of Fame will be Big Rob Fabian.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Rob.
All the claps. I hear the claps.
Congratulations to Rob as Ron Butler looks to put his name in the record book. Flag on the play as
might be delay of game.
The yellow hanky becoming something
delay of game.
Delay a game on the offense. And folks, you can't get that at a7fl.com/gear, but I do feel like we need those A7FL branded ref flags after this half.
Especially if they're specifically shaped like a pineapple. But first and 15, again, a lot of unforced errors, but bottom of your screen, interesting matchup. Amir Morris, number 14 for BIC, Big Haas Dubois.
The handoff, and Matt at the line pushes through to near the initial line of scrimmage. If they won't mark him there, they'll mark him a yard short. It'll be third down.
Well, Darrell Luck there, 4 yards to get them back to second and 12. So 3 yards.
That's a hard 4. 3? Just 3?
Yeah,
like 4?
2 yards back from second and 10, so my math is correct. But the problem is on first and 10, that's actually a great play. Second and 7 is where you need to be, but the penalty, they rush to the line of scrimmage.
Empty backfield for Butler on second down.
Mismatch.
The snap, the throw. Caught!
He dropped it! Sisson dropped it!
So they run out of the huddle, and
bro.
they get the matchup they're looking for. Jason Sisson had Big Mook covering him, and for all the things that Big Mook can do, wearing 3 digits on the front and back of his jersey for BIC, one of those things, Rob, is not cover Jason Sisson on the go route.
He dropped I don't care what happened.
And also some names you're going to see tonight are also on that all-decade team, Rob. We'll see them at 11 o'clock tonight.
Vegas, yeah, for sure.
Names or name? We'll see.
Names.
We'll see.
Names.
I'm joking.
In all fairness, names.
But back to that play, they get exactly what they need and what they wanted when they rushed to the line of scrimmage. When you do things like that, you're looking for mismatches. And Sisson on Big Mook is a mismatch that you want. Great throw from Butler.
It looks like he was trying to catch it and move at the same time to get the extra yards. And a timeout called by the U.
I mean, Butler did his job.
You just threw away a touchdown in a game like this. That you know when you guys ask what play was it that determined that that's the play.
Those aren't championship points, but those are points that can get them to the championship. Man. We want you to join us on July 21st right here in Asbury Park for the 10th A7FL Championship. One of these teams will move on to face the Insomniacs or Sick With It. Buy your tickets now at a7fl.com/championship. That's a7fl.com/championship. And use the code A7FL25 for 25% off.
And for an offense in the U that really the one time that they were able to get anything on offense was the big play to Dakari Mims on the go route. For them to get the matchup that they want, the open Basically, easy touchdown for Jason Sisson. No one's catching him in the open field like that.
He dropped it, bro.
Dropping that is going to be a big play, but we'll see what Butler can do bouncing back. 3rd and 12, he's got to convert a pass.
The play, Butler in trouble.
Oh, yikes.
Followed.
Oh, yikes.
Butler making a miss, putting him on ice.
Wait
Butler
a
staying
second.
up. Butler.
Oh, my God.
Nothing.
Oh, my God.
And now we can see
He
if
just
Butler
ran
can run.
through the entire BIC defense. Wait a second.
That man from Jersey City on the path to greatness, putting the Paterson U on roller skates, ice skates, and flip-flops as they glide back as the Paterson U get the first down.
Look, he's dead to rights
Drop
on this
backs.
replay multiple times.
Excuse me.
Now,
Excuse me,
the
big man.
guys that are chasing him are not the normal speed guys normally, but that's Tyler Affa missing.
That's Affa and Ole. Come on, man. Cut it out. Cut
And
it
when
out.
he accelerates
And we're going to cut
upfield,
back to the field because Butler waits for no one. The snap on first down.
Look how they have to play
Immediate
him.
pressure.
Look how they
The
have to play
throw
him.
deep. Almost intercepted. It'll be a flag on the play, possibly PI. We'll see who it's
Hi,
on.
Corey.
What?
Look how the defensive line has to play him now because he has the running ability.
well, if after doing that,
He calling a flag
what's the flag?
down there?
They call pass interference on the BIC.
Oh my God!
The ball
That
wasn't
was just as good as the
catchable.
catch. That was just as good as a catch. That's
that
nasty.
ball's not even catchable.
Right? Where
Let's
did
look-
they
let's
see?
look at the
What am
replay.
I seeing? What?
Well, they've yet to move the chains.
Oh my God!
And
I told y'all the second half was going to be crazy.
they're moving it. Here's the replay.
I told
and
you.
You're right, Rob. They got to honor the run.
They have to
But with
respect
a
it.
clean pocket, he's got wide open guys down the field, and he completely throws an
Where's the
uncatchable ball
pass
to no one.
interference?
I don't see it, but great coverage by BIC. Unfortunately, there was a flag there, but
I don't know what
look how
routes
they got to
you
respect them.
That's a red flag right there
I
because
don't know.
for you to have
I
that
don't know
much
about
time in
that
the pocket.
flag.
Listen, when you have that much time in the pocket and you can throw a clean spiral throw to one of those guys and you miss both of them, they're both in the same area. I don't know if that was a bad play call or just bad execution. Or maybe he's tired from running, I don't know, the whole length of the field in that last play.
About to get a Ron Butler Paterson U
Doesn't
jersey.
matter, 1st and goal.
The snap, 1st and goal. Alpha in front of him.
Oh,
Butler
he's not afraid of anyone.
charges through.
Oh.
Ron Butler makes it a one-drive game.
Wait a second. I warned y'all about the second half of A7FL.
And what we say out there when we were trying to get a breath of fresh air at halftime, Rob, this is the what? The U's in trouble.
And
They're looking around.
Listen, you break glass in case of emergency.
And then here's Ron Butler making it happen.
Jeremiah Branch, what might be line of the day. 9 broken tackles, and it's 7-on-7.
That's
Crazy work.
No, crazy
And
work.
Jeremiah Branch, if you don't send out
Crazy
some
work.
ribs with Derek and the rest of the West Coast people for us, I'm going to be so mad. They're going for
We're
2
even going to use the
to make it
the hashtag I'll try
14-16.
for the discount.
They jumped in a couple of guys have jumped in my inbox to fill me in on who Ron Butler is. They said Ron Butler is what we consider logo and bagway for New Jersey.
The back
we'll see.
stack to Sisson. Sisson will get on his bicycle.
New
Goes
life.
for 2. Pop
Carlos.
fly.
Oh, Mims.
Jakari Mims.
Did
He
dropped
did
it.
not come down
He
with
dropped it. Oh, my
16
goodness.
to 12 your score. If you want to get your Ron Butler Paterson U jersey, go to a7fl.com/gear or scan the QR code now. Get a Huss t-shirt, get a Thick Boy season t-shirt, or rep your team heading to the chip. Scan the QR code now. The score 16 to 12 in the 3rd quarter. On the other side of this, the BIC get the ball on an untimed down. It's the most exciting play in football and the most exciting game of the year. It's BICU. Winner to the chip. Next. How do you make 7 men miss and break 9 tackles in 7-on-7? Ron Butler, the Jersey City product who made his way to Utah. Like the former Coyote showing up here in the A7FL and making a huge statement in the Eastern Conference Finals.
He was dangerous.
As the 3-on-1 throw-off, we'll see Carlos Crosland throw it off. And that is
that's
high pop-up.
It makes
It reaches past the
goodness.
25. That's caught on the fly. Gets past the 20. Gets downfield. He's gliding down. Slide. It's 2024. No matter where you stand, pack money, get you to the chip. Touchdown, BIC.
And that's why BIC is dangerous. They're dangerous on offense, defense, special teams. You just can't count them out no matter who you put in. Ron Butler has his work cut out for him.
And how could you execute the sky throw better than they did? I don't think you could. Carlos Crosland does his job and gives Easy an opportunity, who's not a slow guy in this league. Kyle Ward, not a slow guy in this league. It just shows you the elite speed from Pac Money.
Fast.
He might be one of the fastest guys, not only in Baltimore playing for BIC, but also in this league.
I really wish
look at the balance getting past Crosland.
Yeah, Easy is the problem here.
And here's the extra point.
A flag on this 2-point attempt, a 1-point attempt. Pardon me. It would have been possibly offsides.
Honestly, in that coverage, Easy's the problem. They attacked him twice, and he's whiffed and missed both times.
Well, the tough part when you do the sky throw is you want to make the aggressive tackle as he catches it, because it's a dangerous situation for the returner. The ball's high in the sky. You got to look at the ball, locate the ball. You can't look at the coverage down the field. Makes a great catch, which is an athletic play in itself. But he's also, look at it here, and then he's also catching it at his shoelaces and immediately accelerating. Easy looks like he didn't make a great play on that play, but it's Pac making a better play.
How do you see that?
Play.
Says Rob. Could you do that?
For me? I would never be
So
out there.
the penalty.
The Hall of Famer, Rob Fabian, he could do it.
Paterson U on the penalty, so it'll be a 1-point attempt from the 2.5-yard line.
Okay, nice.
Well, that's an interesting way to do it, because if you get the half the distance to the goal from the 5, you almost would expect to see courage in here, 2.5-yard line, but it's Sterry in the spread.
Empty backfield. Worthy in motion, play action. Worthy throws it to, gets it from Codrington, and he's in there. 24-12, your 23-12, your score.
Who's the last person you would leave wide open on BIC?
Ashante Worthy, and if they keep doing that, they'll make their way to the A7FL Championship, which is when the next time you'll hear me, Corey, and the Hall of Famer, Big Rob Fabian. And join us live at a7fl.com/championship. Order your tickets now. Use the code A7FL25. That's A7FL25 to get 25% off your tickets to join us live July 21st. Join me for my 35th birthday.
Let's go.
Right here in Asbury at a7fl.com/championship.
Who is Brandon? Why does he think me and you are the U's biggest cheerleaders? That's insane.
I don't know. I don't read the comments that often.
Yeah. Hey, Brent, take a nap, buddy. It's hot outside.
Isaac Gomez will throw the ball off for the Trenton BIC. Up by 11.
Here's Sisson looking to make up for the drop touchdown.
We've seen some back-to-backs this season. Will we see it again? Sisson gets past Cohen.
Oh, good tackle by JJ.
JJ Radcliffe doing a little bit of a slide.
It would not be his fault. I literally have BIC picked to win. I don't know if you guys picked prior to the game starting, but I know in my explanations multiple times I have BIC winning this because historically the winner of the first matchup in the regular season
that's usually what it's been, at least.
It wins out the matchup.
At least from the 2021 season.
Honestly, yeah. It's been they've never split.
And Rob, you've been on both sides of this, and Corey, you've been on the BIC side of this for these games.
I've never beat the U.
I know. It's okay, sweetie. You've called as many championships as they've been in.
Oh, yikes. Ron Butler's back with that big offensive line.
Oh, let's see if he is Bagway.
The snap. The throw, caught.
Bullet.
Haas Dubois trying to push through the defenders. Well, they'll call them out at the 47-yard line, and it'll be second down.
Very careful with that stiff arm. If it rises up too high, that's hands to the face, and you don't want that.
Well, let's talk about the throw.
That was a good throw.
That's the kind of throw that you expect from a quarterback that's played quarterback before. You get to the back of your drop back. Don't love his platform, but the bullet to the stop route on time, that shows that he knows how to manipulate a defense. And when he gets there, he lets the ball rip. He's got a guy that's wide open, and all Haas has to do is get his hands on it and get forward. That's the way that you complete passes in the A7FL, and it'll bring up a manageable second and about 3.
Sisson in the slot. Butler pressured the throw while he is hit, and Sisson misjudged it in the air, and it will be third down as Butler.
Sisson again is by himself. Now that time it's a miss from the quarterback.
Smoked like a pre-roll
open?
ham, and it will be
I'm going to be honest. What it looked like as the ball was about to be released is that Dakari Mims on the deep in forced Sisson's defender to bail and go for the route almost as if they're in a zone. He saw the crosser coming across and attacked the crosser coming in front of him. If that's an on-time throw, or even, let's be honest, a lollipop that sails in the air for enough for Sisson to run under it.
With no one there.
Well, I mean, does he catch it? He threw out the last one. But he's wide open, and BIC needs to look at their defensive secondary. If they're going to win this game, they better start covering a little bit better than they are.
Butler on third down. The snap. Immediate pressure. Throw. Caught interception.
Amir Morris.
Amir Morris will be brought down on the other side of the 50.
And when people are ready to crown other people, Mark Bagway, first and foremost, let's get a couple of drives in here.
Bagway wouldn't do that.
No, he might, but, you know.
But that's why I be saying run. Sometimes you run.
No.
Sometimes I run.
Not me.
Sometimes I run.
Look at this play. Now, he's throwing it on time.
And he holds that tight.
No. Respectfully, Maurice Taylor has to make a better block than that.
It's not just the block. The route combination was streak, and Dakari Mims is running the slant underneath. So the quarterback is assuming that Dakari Mims is screaming for the slant underneath, and Chick is just in the right spot at the right time. He's going to make the catch.
Dang, Joker.
BIC will get the ball with 9:59.
Olay with the pressure. Forcing the pass before he was ready, honestly.
And to this point, Butler's such an effective player, and they will call the interception down at where he caught the ball, not where he was tackled. So,
yeah, I mean, Butler's changing the game for them on offense and giving them the ability to score.
He's given them the chance that they didn't have before he got in.
Right.
But let's not say that he's completely replacing. Somebody was saying that Huff is heartbroken because he took his job. Not yet. He's still a great player if he's throwing the ball that hard.
Marcellus Pack will set up to the right of Codrington. The snap. And Codrington will keep this one on first down.
Stiffy.
Gets a stiff arm and will get out of play at the 45.
That stiff arm was nasty, bro.
And it will be...
That wasn't even a stiff arm. A stiff arm's usually to the chest. That was a boy. It was a nice pat on the top of the dome.
He whispered in his ear,
"Don't touch my head." It was once said.
GG's, my guy. GG's. 2nd and 2.
But this is Sterry Codrington going to the sidearm. We talked about Pack Money's speed. Sterry Codrington, he's got the lead. He's already completed the passes. Now let's just win the game by running the ball. 2nd and 4.
That's what I would say. That's my game plan always. Run the rock.
Codrington will snap the ball. Pressure.
Oh.
The throw. Caught off the hands of Pack. Umar Lewis, pardon me.
Butter on his gloves then.
That's Butter or Pack?
No, that's Butter. Oh, no, that's Pack.
I was going to say, that is Pack.
My bad.
No disrespect to Butter, but I would be upset that he's out there dropping that.
Oof, right off the hands.
Come on, Pack.
If Pack Money can catch that Sky 3-on-1 throw, he should be able to catch
Brown
that.
asking, where's the running game right now?
I mean, it's there. It's just...
The BIC feel they have the momentum with the passing game?
Well, 2nd and 4, you could take a shot. You could do something. Now, they sent 4 in the route.
Lead, though? Do you feel like 23?
I don't know. They put Courage back in. I guess they're taking it seriously on 3rd down.
The handoff to Courage. Courage bounces off, and he will hit to the inside. Courage, Mosy gets the first down and more, and is brought down inside the 45. First down, Trenton. Let's take a look at this here on the replay. And you can, this is a scene replay right here. Just a little clean here. Just pardon me,
He's
sir.
like, what you doing, bro?
Sir, I just need a moment. I just need a moment. Sharing is caring, and you can get moments like that utilizing Scene. Utilize Scene's interactive AI video model to help make your videos more monetizable. Scan the QR code for more information.
Maybe ask permission first or something like
Maurice
that. I don't know.
Taylor on the D-line, which is interesting. He was there last 2 going against Valley. I'm wondering why.
The snap, Codrington.
Case on Campbell.
Throws this deep. Campbell! What defense?
That's good defense.
That is some excellent defense.
That's good defense. Way to not give up. He looked beat. Kason makes those catches. He looked beat.
We'll take a look at the replay. Just came up. It looked like he was waiting, stalling to go underneath.
Well, you saw him go airborne because he's wide open here. If you throw that ball in front, the recovery speed by the defender is not going to. He's got to come up with that pass, but the ball hung in the air long enough for the defender to get that recovery speed back into the play, and he knocks it down.
He looked beat.
He was burnt.
He looked beat.
Second down, Courage again.
Blocks.
Courage, Mosy.
Great blocks.
Moseying down the field, the legend. Fresh legs gets it inside the 25 as the BIC continue their march towards another championship opportunity.
And with courage, one of the best backs in the history of our league. Maybe once upon a time he scores on that play. But what you see is his best attribute is his vision. He sees where he needs to go, makes the cut, and gets upfield.
Snap the ball in the hurry up. Codrington will keep it. Codrington comes towards the sideline and gets away from Kyle Ward. Will run out of play at the 12th. Second down.
BIC is exploiting mismatches that some people will not notice if you don't pay attention to this game.
And there's the courage run.
Look at the seal by Quincy. Wow. Yeah,
he has redeemed himself since the first quarter.
Case on. Yeah, Quincy, by playing good team football, has definitely redeemed himself. It's not the plays that you notice that flash on camera, but a seal like that to give courage a 15-yard gain on that run, that's impressive. That's
it's also that's a cutback from courage. He hesitates in the hole, explodes when he sees the cutback. Great vision.
Second down, the handoff. That is
SJ
Stephen Jones, as he will get past the initial first down marker, and they will mark him down at the 12. It'll be first down BIC.
He goes double jump cut on that run.
Joe Mack in the chat, you're right. If BIC's in rhythm, it's a good game if BIC's in rhythm. I won't say it's over, but it's definitely a better game.
Because Butler has shown flashes of, I want to see what he can do with the time we have left.
Butler is dangerous in these.
And if you're a fan of the A7FL and you're thinking about next year, Butler, Sterry, Ashante, Huff coming back, you've got the Animals, the handoff, SJ again. Finds his way through, pushes K-Wack, his own man, and truck sticks his way to the 2-yard line.
And it looks like
it'll be second and goal.
Well, it looks like he actually, because he could get the first down if he gets to the 1. No, they got to the 2, so it's still second and 1.
Second and 1, pardon me. Yeah, if they get a 1-yard gain here, they get a fresh set of downs. So
it'll be Trey Robinson in the backfield, giving SJ a breather.
Robinson with 4:35. Yeah, what a run there by Stephen Jones. As it will be second down, second and 1 from the 2-yard line.
Hope he doesn't slip on the towel.
Codrington will toss this to Robinson. Robinson will push inside, and he will slide in. Touchdown, Trenton BIC. The player down on the field.
Is that K-Wack or Quincy?
That's Quincy Davis. Looks like his knee might have gotten jammed up. Not what you want to see.
Hey, Remo Brown, I don't disagree with you, brother. I definitely don't disagree with you.
Well, they go
BIC the momentum right back.
Well, they go
Remo
speed
Brown saying
option.
that interception changed the whole pace of the half.
Definitely.
Well, they go speed option to the left side, and Trey Robinson has the vision as being a quarterback most of the time in his career.
Oh, that.
I didn't see what happened to Quincy.
Yeah, he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And the BIC will go for 1.
Call your plumber.
Yeah, that's a lot right there. That's a lot.
Hey,
That's too much there.
Corey
Davis, who was a big possible rookie sensation last season, got hurt. But now Codrington going for 1, steps up and throws, and that one incomplete.
Too much sauce.
Hits the camera person, and it looked like that was number 16.
That's Marcel Bates. I can't.
Umar Lewis, the intended receiver.
Valley is smiling, so I'm guessing Marcel and Valley got into a little bit of a pushing match, but I couldn't tell you. I didn't see it.
Dave Valley has walked up and down the A7FL East Coast and made a ton of best friends.
Take a look. Oh, yeah, they're going.
He's made a ton of best friends with his play so far this season.
Pancake, yeah.
You got Jay Rollers, his best friend.
Marcel Bates is his best friend.
Marcel Bates is his best friend.
We want you to tell your best friend, to tell their best friend, to tell their best friend that you can go to a7fl.com/championship and use the code A7FL25. That's A7FL25 to save 25% off when you can join us for the A7FL Championship. Go to a7fl.com/championship. That's a7fl.com/championship for tickets now. On the other side of this, we'll have more for you. It's 29-12. The BIC leading to you. While we're in break, head on over to a7fl.com/championship. Get yourself some tickets. Maybe get yourself some merch. We'll see you on the other side. It's the A7FL Eastern Conference Championship on A7FL. TV, DAZN, HBCU Plus, and the Creator Sports Network. Je suis Matt Ryan, joined alongside Corey Hammond and the Hall of Famer, Big Rob Fabian. And we want you to lock down your natural beauty by empowering yourself with Locticians. Head on over now to locticians.com or scan the QR code to join us in empowering our natural beauty with our partners over at Locticians. That's locticians.com.
Getting pretty spicy on the field.
It's the BIC and the U. If you don't think that Ryan Shamar and Kenny Stansberry aren't going to fight for their players, then you don't know ball in this league.
Yeah, but then you also see stuff like Dot Boss and Amir Morris, legends in this league in their own right, dapping each other up because they know that although this is really competitive football, it's still football. And the amount of mutual respect on both sides for a lot of these guys is only met with the true animosity that these guys are is kind of bubbling over with some of these plays. Shout out to Dave Valley as a lineman who has had such an impact in this league that he has become a talking point every single game he's involved in. But right now, 29-12, the U in a really tough spot, and they're looking at Jason Cizon for the return to basically completely erase that last drive with no time off the clock if he's able to get the 6 from this 3-on-1.
And it's thrown by Gomez. It's got to clear the 25. Nope. It does not, so it'll be a dead ball run. And Booby Miles would be the only person who has been tossed from this game. He's been ejected from the game because of the consternation and conversation that happened.
Extracurriculars.
Yes.
Yeah, when he gets tossed from the game, we go nickname Booby Miles, right?
Yes.
We don't give out the government. So with a chance at a return, U is going to start at the 33-yard line from a great return and an absolutely awesome huss from Jason Cizon. Gives Butler and the U great field position to kind of respond to that great drive from BIC. But as you look at the clock, 4 minutes left in the third, they got to get going quick on offense. And they'll start in the spread. Haas Dubois, bottom of your screen. Kyle Ward in motion, top of your screen. Dakari Mims.
We apologize for the technical difficulty. The
Fire
snap
to
throw.
Dubois.
That's big Haas Dubois. Dubois driving into the opponent and getting Kels Gallimore hit with the playmaker. First down, Paterson U.
Now there is a flag on the play, and it looks like Mo Taylor, number 71 for the U, is upset with the call. That could only mean holding.
And we apologize. The heat and the humidity got to our camera system, so we had to reboot it. We apologize. It went down in the middle of the play.
And the call
holding
is
on
holding.
the offense. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We cannot give you the replay of the Cizon return, but the play will be basically negated as they move back on the holding call
and you can
to the 43-yard line.
Even though it's negated, you can see the comfort level from Butler in the pocket. He just steps into the slant, throws a bullet, makes a great read. BIC's going to have to adjust because I don't think they were prepared in today's game, knowing that Huff wasn't going to play, to have to cover receivers as well as they're going to need to, because Butler's putting the ball where it needs to be, except for that interception.
You got Tyler Affa on your line, Rashad Knight, Ole Bell, switching in with Virgie sometimes, Dwan Williams. Let's not do that with Chick Morris. BIC's prepared. Undersized.
Butler, 1st and 15. The throw, swatted, tipped, intercepted by the BIC. Amir Morris again.
Yeah, bro.
The play is made first by Ole Bell, coming screaming through the offensive line.
That was
Butler.
Big Mook? That wasn't Big Mook? That tipped it?
I'm not
Well,
sure.
we're going to see
it
the
was
replay.
a defensive
Well, we're
lineman
gonna
for the
see the
BIC.
replay.
Let's see the replay. But Chick does come down with the interception, his second of the game.
That's big. And that's what makes Chick the legend that
Well, and he's one of those. Let's watch the replay.
And just see here, tipped
Big
up.
Mook.
Oh, that is Big
Mook.
Mook.
Don't take it away from him.
Bro, he's
Tipped.
moving fast. I thought that was Ole.
Ole had the opportunity for the first catch of the interception, and Chick got it. Big Mook, phenomenal play by him.
Well,
He's
that
trying
just
earn
goes
his
to show
keep.
you the ability that Chick Morris has is he can watch both the guy he's covering and the quarterback in the backfield at the same time. His peripheral vision is second to none in this league, and his instincts bring him right to the ball for his second interception and a huge turnover for the U when they needed it the least.
And no, let's talk about it. What play was it that determined all of this, that drop?
That drop led to a touchdown. Here's Courage.
Handoff to Courage Mosy. Mosy!
Oh, my goodness.
Looking like 2016 Courage, brought down inside the 50, holding on the offense.
They're calling it now.
They're not letting them get away with anything, and that penalty on 1st and 10 to make it 1st and 20 is almost as good as any play defensively you can make for the U. When both of these teams continue to hold and put themselves in these and 20 to go situations, it almost takes them out of what they would want to call an offense. So,
and respectfully, I didn't hold this much, and they called holding on me so much. With the moment my fist would close, they called holding. Now there's a lot more holding, and it doesn't get called as much. This is what I'm used to.
And congratulations to Darren Palmer, the father to soon-to-be to a baby girl.
Shouts to Darren.
He'll be in action.
Sick with it having kids.
The snap, Codrington on
Too much
first
time,
down.
too much time.
Throws it,
Trey
caught
Cohen.
by Trey Cohen. Cohen in the middle of the field. Met by Isaac Negron. Will not get the first down, but will get enough to get to the 38-yard, the 38-yard line.
Isaac Negron was trailing almost like a train on a track. You know how trains take forever to stop? Negron was just going. Somebody was in his way, and he's like, well, I'm not going to stop.
Way too much time in the pocket.
Way too much time. And look, he's got tons of guys downfield going deep. The check down to Trey Cohen to get, 19 yards on 1st and 20? That's a pretty good play.
The handoff to the ice cream truck. And Choco Tacos for everybody as he gets the first down.
He runs into Big Dippy, who was sealing someone off on that block. That was
the man
impressive.
who used to be Donnell Hubert, a former member of the Paterson U, played in the 2021 championship and the 2022 championship.
And the 2016 championship.
For BIC.
The snap, the handoff to Trey Robinson. Robinson will
Big Dippy
bounce
up front.
outside, and he's met by Negron. Flag on the field. And he is getting right into the face of the presumptive Defensive Player of the Year nominee.
And it's hard body, too.
Hardbody's letting them know they can't block me without holding. Talk to him, Hardbody. That's gonna hurt, but I mean, BIC's lead is
17.
It's a 17-point spread.
It's
3 scores.
Yeah, but we've seen what Butler can do.
But the thing is when it's 17, it's not 16, right?
It's not.
16 is we
scores.
only need 2 stops, two drives.
Right.
When it's 17, you need a full 3 stops, 3 drives to even take the lead.
You're asking for
and we're talking about what, 17 minutes left in the game? The third quarter only has 2 minutes left. If my calculation is correct, Rob, Matt, I think it is. 15 plus 2, 17. You got to get stops, and with 1st and 20 again.
First and 20. Kashante Worthy. That's how, Corey. That's how. And they get to the first down marker as Worthy gets past it to the 25.
And honestly, I think Henrock pulled up on that. If you watch that,
well, it's tough. Well, how do you
get it? He broke on the ball fast enough where it looks like he could have made a...
Codrington throws off his back foot. It floats a little bit. Henrock breaks on the ball, and what do you do in the air? Because he wasn't going to get in there in time to swat it down, so you have to secure the player, because Ashanti Worthy can always break that tackle and make extra yards.
You got to go after Ashanti.
So once again, it was...
Oh, my God, Darryl Vergie's
in the backfield. It's troublesome.
Hey, Justin Yuck, Jaquan Mason, it's time to pay attention.
Troublesome situation for the U.
And the handoff to Daryl Vergie's.
Oh, God.
Switches through, and he is driving, and he will lose 3 yards on that play.
Not against Nick Mays.
He had the blocker, but Nick Mays was not allowing for any fall-to-roll or tomfoolery, as it will be second and a little more than they wanted.
I think everybody can relate to this that's played high school football. Rob, did your high school coach ever go, hey, let's run it again?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we just saw there. They were like, hey, it's been working. Let's run it again. And you know how I could tell? Because Big Dippy's pulling the exact same way with that red do-rag all the way across. And when the U reads that, they know exactly where Daryl Vergis is going to try to attack, and there's no cutback because they finally get the penetration that they needed from the defensive line.
Cutback lane.
Well, they needed to if Daryl Vergis is the one with the ball in his hands.
Sterry Codrington will call timeout. The BIC calling timeout. And Codrington sitting crisscross applesauce with 14 seconds left to go in the quarter. The timeout called. Sterry Codrington is hurt on the field.
Is he?
We will take a 30-second timeout, and on the other side of this, we'll give you the end of the third quarter. Your score 29-12. We'll have an update on Codrington and more We're back live, and folks, in situations like this, we need to get taped up a little bit. Make sure those ankles are locked and ready to go. Don't be like me when I raced last year in the desert. Make sure you're taped up. Go to tapemeup.net. Scan the QR code now for everything you need to get professional-level taping for great prices. Tapemeup.net.
Sonya Spears in the chat. Chick equals legendary. That is a fact. To be who Chick was, this entire Town Beef A7 era, to come to a game like this and get 2 interceptions in quite possibly the biggest game, a championship birthing game, Chick is legendary.
Well, and I was just talking with Huff pregame. If you remember when Chick was last on the U, Rob, when you had just retired, what was the difference in that game in the second half was Chick kind of did the same thing to Sterry.
The snap by Codrington on what could be the last
The ball's out. Did he get it back?
Ball is out. Ball is out. Sterry Codrington trying to chase him down. Slip. Slide. Can he get there? Touchdown, Paterson. Kevin White.
Devin, don't matter. 6 foot of you. Kevin White.
And who's number 1? Mr. Did It Again.
He does do it again.
Wow, that sack was that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Listen, we got to look at the replay because it was really close whether he was down or not. I think the ball comes out.
The
because
ref was standing right there.
The initial, here it is. The initial sense that I had of it was the ball's out immediately.
Oh, it's out. Oh, the ball's gone. The ball's out.
And he doesn't get it back.
The ball's gone.
And Kevin White says it's my turn to run to the end zone.
Hold on to this for dear life. I am not. I am hold. Nope. Get away from me.
No,
Get away from me.
And he knows Sterry's chasing him.
He knows Sterry's
Oh
fast.
God. Oh Lord.
I seen him run a 40.
Nah, Sterry too fast, bro.
That ain't a 5'9".
I would have put everything I had in that run if Sterry was chasing me, bro. Sterry's too fast.
What a turn of events. And you know what? If you're the U, you're hoping that 3 seconds ran off.
Listen,
because you
if
know
you're
what's
the
on the
U,
other side of that. The get back.
The get back rule. And the way they've been throwing it, there's a chance they can get that get back rule.
And if you don't know what the get back rule is, and shout out to Knox25 Live in the chat for bringing it up, in the fourth quarter, if you were tied or down and you're throwing the ball off after a score, false start, 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they're not going to get it because it's still the third quarter technically. But the rule is that if they stop the returner from getting back, that's why it's called the get back rule, to the 20, it's a turnover and you get the ball.
It's not going to be valid. It's not.
It won't count now, but they need it. Maybe later.
Yeah, if they were able to get the 3 seconds off the clock going for 1.
Bullet.
Butler.
Wow. Easy. And there's some frustration right now.
Buttoning up.
Ole is upset. There's some frustration right now.
And if
you're a little too easy.
If you're watching this game right now and you're a creator or you're just a fan and you love the A7FL, you scores 29-20. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, go to a7fl.com/owners. But let's take a look at the replay again.
If he can complete 38-yard passes in the air like this, they're going to have a chance in this fourth quarter.
The thing is, I've said it.
Look at this throw.
I said it earlier. The U's defense isn't playing poorly. The problem is it's BIC. BIC is going to score. But when they get an opportunity to score like they just did to give the offense a break, really just now, the defense just scored that. So now Butler just throws that in there for the championship point. It brings the offense back out. And this is dangerous because, again, BIC can still score.
Now, if the U, this is where the championship points come in. If the U were able to get 1 or 2 of those championship points, one score game, totally different situation. Now, Pac Money is the guy that if you're BIC, that's the guy you want back there. If you're the U, you're like, oh, no, it's that guy, really.
You don't want him back there.
But they change up the guys that they're out here.
He's got one today. He's going to want to get one more at least.
They switch out Easy for Dakari Mims, and Zakis Wright is at the top of the screen.
Zakis, they replace Zakis for.
But it'll be interesting. Do they go back to that sky throw, or do they let Carlos try to throw it out of the end zone?
I mean, the sky throw is still.
I would throw it out of the
Ryan DePaul in my ear via our producer Zach Morgan says Pac Money's not getting away from him, as that ball will bounce out of the back of the end zone. That is a solid throw.
Shout-outs to Ryan, knowing that there's a Sayreville guy on the field, giving him all the credit in the world. Former Cardinal, right, Ryan? Yeah, Zakis Wright is a playmaker. He was playing for the Oregon arena team.
Yes, and with 3 seconds left to go in the third, your score 29-20. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian, the soon-to-be Hall of Famer, and Corey Hammond, as we are live on A7FL.tv. There's Ashante Worthy. At 11 o'clock tonight, the Sick-Witted Insomniacs rivalry adds another chapter.
Wow.
As the first 3 quarters.
Shouts to Vegas getting ready to give us a show. This one's a show, and we're going to get another one at 11, guys. Please stay tuned.
If you are watching on A7FL.tv, if you're watching on the Creator Sports Network, if you're watching on YouTube, we want you right now to drop your 4s in the chat. Put your 4s in the chat and let us know what you think's going to happen in the final 15. It's 9 points that separate 2 cornerstone teams. Who moves to the chip? We find out next. The road to July 21st is on as Sterry, Codrington, and the BIC are 15 minutes away from their 3rd A7FL championship appearance in 4 years. Get your tickets now at a7fl.com/championship. That's a7fl.com/championship. Get your tickets now. Use the code A7FL25 until Monday. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond as the Powder Blue Hall of Fame jackets haven't been approved yet.
I'm going sleeveless shirt.
Ooh, I like that. Sleeveless nice tank top, mesh tank tops.
Nah,
gold,
cut off.
Gold mesh
it's got to be
tank
cotton, and it has to be a long sleeve that you then cut the sleeves off.
Listen, I'm just going to get the pocket air conditioner.
Codrington 9 for 19, 187 yards as he looks to put a dagger in the heart of the Paterson U in our final 15 with 1 interception. The handoff. SJ, flag on the field.
Flag. Oh, man.
And that will extend out to the 27.
Marcus McKinney.
Marcus McKinney, hard body.
Listen, he's making it known.
Holding
like,
on the BIC.
Yikes. And it's always on Marcus, and he knows it.
Well, and he's made the case, not by complaining to the refs, but by being very vocal about the times in which he makes the play and says, you can't hold me. So he puts it in the ref's minds like, oh, if they stop him, maybe he is holding him. And I'm not saying that's what's happening, but you can clearly see that when the plays that Valley would sometimes get away with because he gets those hands in the chest, grabs jersey, well, neither team has. It's been called even on both sides. But once again, BIC, the only way their offense has been stopped is when they were forced into 1st and 20s instead of 1st and 10s.
It'll be
Kyle Ward versus
listen, that's the matchup you got to go to right now.
Kyle Ward, Ashante Worthy?
1st and 20, go up top.
The Codrington throws this one deep to Ashante Worthy.
Bye. Called it before the play, bro.
I know.
You called it before the play. Kyle Ward versus Ashante Worthy.
It has to be that because they don't go fade, which would have been a quicker throw. He does that cross route that's been working for Kason Campbell and then snaps it back, almost turning it into a slant corner. And when he makes that double move, because Sterry Codrington has enough time to let the play develop.
Just watch this.
But watch him. He's going across to the left of your screen. Then he's going to come back right. And when he made that move, it was by. And once he lets go of the ball, that's a perfectly thrown ball. Because guess what you have to do?
And
you don't have to throw a bullet
like Kyle Ward on that kind of ball.
1-on-1.
And it's always
no chaser.
In this game, UBIC, it's always Ashante Worthy. Whether he's making 4 touchdown catches or whether it's because he just has to come up lame on a weird play and he's injured, that BIC can't convert it.
As he sit next to the legend Hirsch, trying to get some advice on what to do, how to diversify his portfolio, as Hollywood's name in the bright lights again, as Hirsch ending a legendary career of his own here in the A7FL, and the BIC will go for the extra point.
You know,
from the
Hirsch is
5, 1 for 5.
Hey, young man, can you just give me a little bit of that speed?
What happens?
Just a little bit of that speed. I could use it.
Wait, what? Oh, it's Trey Robinson at quarterback.
Robinson in at quarterback.
It's very capable.
The snap. Robinson, former Pit Boss Fall champion. That's Kason Campbell.
And that's how many points?
It is 17. Once again, 3 scores.
3 scores again.
And that's the difference between scoring 6 and scoring 7 or 8. The more and more you do it,
those championship
you
points,
spread it out from either a 2-score possession or a 2-score game to a 3-score game.
And here's the touchdown. This was what could, in any situation, consider be a knockout blow, but You can't count out the Paterson U just yet.
That's an uppercut to the throat.
And if you want to get in on the action, the next generation of pro football, go to a7fl.com/owners. That's a7fl.com/owners. Bring the A7FL to Atlanta, to Miami, to deep in the heart of Texas, or anywhere around the United States. Hey, we'll go to Canada. Bienvenue, Montreal. Go to a7fl.com/owners, and now the 3-on-1 attempt.
Kyle Ward
looking for a bit of redemption. Ward brought down.
Baby Joker, wow. Isaac Gomez with the phenomenal tackle on that one.
Talk to him nice as he brings the spice. Isaac Gomez with the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for Paterson.
Now, honestly, Paterson needs to score quick here and hope to God they can get a turnover on defense again if they have any. Is that Duke coming in right now? I think that's Chill Out Duke coming into the game right now.
It's a little late. Coming from work, running around the end zone. He's like, guys, I'm here.
It's like Krusty the Clown showing up. Hey, guys, what did I miss?
Now, but just real quick before we move on to the U offense, last thing about Trey Codrington. We talk about his ability with his feet just taking off.
And I saw a fan ask in the chat how the BI, I'll answer it after this question. Butler, thrown, incomplete.
SJ, you will play offense.
SJ going the wrong way on that fake interception, but
you don't play for the U anymore.
The BIC will make their 3rd A7FL championship in 4 seasons. They were in the They were the semifinalists in 21. They won the chip in 22. If the score holds, I'm answering a question from a fan in the chat. This will be their 3rd appearance in 4 seasons.
And you saw Butler there, footwork. Not perfect because he's adjusting still to this 7-on-7 game, used to 11-on-11. But on the touchdown pass from Sterry, his ability to move in the pocket to reset his feet and then throw the ball is the difference between a perfect throw and sailing like he has earlier. But now Butler on 2nd and 10.
The defense chants?
I do hear the defense chants.
It's like Giant Stadium in 79.
Yeah, those are Animals players, by the way, guys.
Timeout called by the BIC. And that will be their 2nd charge timeout.
I wonder why.
Let's take a look at that replay again. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage from Ashante Worthy and Sterry Codrington, proving why they may be the best wide receiver quarterback duo in league history.
Great runner, Sterry Codrington. Watch his movement in the pocket. Sets his feet, ready to throw, launches it.
But why didn't he follow? Why didn't he stay him? Number 9.
Because he was in more of a zone. Like Kyle Ward is man coverage.
And this is a season high 188 receiving yards for Ashante Worthy.
Yeah, when you get
so
80
far today.
When you get 80 on one play, it'll do that to you.
I'm good. You guard him then. I'm not guarding him.
Nobody's guarding him.
The road to the A7FL championship runs through Asbury Park and the desert. Half of the bill is solved in 1321. The other half solved tonight in Vegas. We want you to join us. Whether it's the Insomniac, Sick-Witted, BIC, or you, join us here to celebrate 10 years of the A7FL by going to a7fl.com/championship. That's a7fl.com/championship. Use the code A7FL25 for 25% off and join us down shore for the championship on July 21st.
Joker, I have to correct you. The game is 3 scores. They're up by 17.
No, they adjusted it. It's now back to 36.
Yeah, it was 36-20.
Yeah, it was a 1-point conversion instead of a 2.
Wow.
Butler, the snap.
So it is a 2-score game.
The throw by Butler out of reach, and it will be 3rd down.
Well, he's got the arm strength, and when you have the arm strength, you can do a lot of different things. It's not necessarily how far you can throw the ball. It's how quickly you can get the ball from point A to point B to give your wide receiver the chance to make moves after the catch because the ball's there. Boom. You don't worry about the coverage because it's getting there before he can converge on the ball. But sometimes that gift of arm strength is a curse, and when you don't get to set your feet and you got pressure all over you, it's hard to get that touch pass. It's almost like going up for a layup and going to the finger roll. He misses, banks it off the backboard, and here's the quick screen to Dubois. High.
Ron Butler started 2 for 2 since then. 5 straight incompletions and 2 interceptions.
It's you guys. You guys crowned him. You gave him a crown, Rob, and all of a sudden his game has gone downhill.
Corey,
no, I'm just joking.
2 of 9, 98 yards, and a touchdown so far today for Butler.
Yeah, still better than I do against BIC.
That's insane, because he did come out swinging, though.
Brother Boom TV in the chat saying, I'm starting a team next year for the A7. I can't say that, but hey, Rob, we can come back.
I can correct it to the chubby guys.
Yes, the thick boys.
Yeah, I don't know if we could say that ever, actually, because of the respect that we have for thick people.
Allendale thick boys.
What would A7 do if that was the team name? Oh, wow.
No, that would not be approved.
It would be a censor.
The snap.
Black bar.
Crosland in at quarterback. Crosland can't get it there. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
I think
And
it's
that was on
CJ's
fourth
fault or is it
down.
Kell's fault?
Flag on the play.
It's on the BIC, so the U will get in
It's going to be a first.
and it will get in a reprieve. There we go. And so it will be first down.
But they try to do some trickery because Crosland can throw and so can Butler. And Butler went out at wide receiver, which I'm hearing he's very good at. Holding
on the defense.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, not spot
5-yard
foul
penalty.
but it's still a first down either way.
It'll be at the 40-yard line. 11:52 left to
Right
go.
now, Pat Coburn is not covered. Oh, Tyler Affa's not going to cover either.
Alpha. Here comes the blitz. Crosland hit as he throws. Flag on the play.
They're going to call it on Virgie's roughing the passer, but
because either way that play is a go.
But you could
there's
just
a mismatch up there. I don't think.
But you could just sense the
think he can
difference
guard
in
him.
these two offensive game plans because when Sterry has the ball, sometimes, but not always, he has plenty
Pass
of time.
interference on the defense.
Look at what Carlos Crosland is facing. Play in, play out. Quarterback for the U has a free rusher and a guy that's gotten off a block. It's almost an impossible situation to put a quarterback in. Trust me, guys, I've been there. When you have the ability for the corners to play that short coverage because you can't go anything other than quick.
But they're attacking Syer Hancock. They feel like the mismatch is on Syer Hancock versus Ron Butler right now. So they're attacking it. He just doesn't have the time.
If they keep getting penalties, they'll keep moving the ball. First and 10.
First and 10, 11:48 left to go. 36-20 your score. Crosland snaps. Pressure.
Instant
Incomplete.
pressure. Instant pressure.
But he can make that throw.
Well, the thing is that when you have to throw the ball literally as you say go,
Yeah, I ain't a quarterback, so I don't
you are anticipating things that have not even happened yet. A lot of slant passes are easy to complete to guys.
Corey, but he's not even getting a snap. The ball's already in your hand. You know where you're going. And again, I'm not a quarterback. I don't know. You tell me.
You tell me how many guys in this league are going to stand there and allow for Olay, Tyler Affa, whoever it is, Big Mook, Daryl Verges, to get the open hit on him. Because what he's doing is he's throwing the ball and then crunching into himself so he doesn't get murdered. And that's maybe the difference between an accurate throw and an incompletion. Second and 10.
Play Haas on Chick.
36. Second down to throw. Crosland trying to find a way out of this one in a deep blue sea. And a wave of mutilation comes down on Opie Crosland, and it will be third down.
When you don't have maybe the best quarterback in the history of our league in Quattro Huffin, you're going to take a step back. And let's give credit to the guys that have come in and played quarterback for the U. They're facing one of the, if not the toughest defensive line. Look at this play. He gets free first. But then, I don't know, NFL running back chasing you, you're not going to get away from them that quickly.
Virgie's look like a monster on the D-line. I'm good.
Just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen at home, that's a guy who's been on NFL rosters at the running back position playing defensive line for BIC. But when you have to go to other options at quarterback and you're not giving him time to at least get comfortable in the pocket to find guys,
Butler.
Even when you have an arm like Butler, it's not going to work out.
Back in on third down. Butler.
Pressure in his face again.
Thrown. Incomplete.
He got
Flag
grabbed.
on the play.
He did get grabbed. He did.
What a-
They grabbed Mims right there. He did. It did
Dakari
happen.
Mims
Holding, just to be clear.
getting caught
It did happen.
in a hold.
Holding, it does not matter where the ball is thrown. Pass interference, the ball has to be catchable. Holding, it could have been a sack on that play, but it's an automatic first down, and the U get another chance at it. And the best thing they've done on this drive, guys, is they've gotten the penalties called for them. Kels is clearly holding.
Big Rob Fabian
They're talking to me. I have no
being
control over the
called,
call.
being
Shout
called
outs to
upon from the booth.
ASL, American Sign Language being used next
It
to
was
us.
basically the equivalent of when you look out your window and you
Really?
see your friends yelling, "Yo, what? What? You owe me $20."
I mean,
But the weird part is it was the BIC
Holding
looking up to the
on the
booth
defense.
as if we
Guys,
did
we had a
something.
call.
You got the call. What are you looking at us for?
and with 9 minutes and 52 and the game being 2 scores, this might have.
Also,
Listen,
the
I
U
hate it,
have 2 timeouts. The BIC only have 1.
That matchup. We talked about Ashanti Worthy, Kyle Ward. That matchup at the bottom of your screen. Mims on Kells.
Ooh, by
Empty
himself on a
backfield
Butler's
for
got to
Butler.
just throw the ball on time. You have enough time to throw a fade. Just throw
Honestly.
it.
First
There it
down,
is.
the throw caught by
Sisson.
Sisson. Jason
Oh,
Sisson straight
Muggs.
downfield.
Oh, Muggs.
Jason Sisson
Big
sets
Muggs.
the block.
Bye-bye.
Touchdown, Paterson.
Yikes.
And he's off the screen. He's out of the end zone. He's off the screen. He might go over the... No, he almost went over the fence. He almost went over the fence.
If
He
Sisson-
almost took a school vehicle
Bro.
and went for a long drive.
It's like one of those cars, those land speed record cards, and they deploy the parachutes. The parachute did not deploy. Jason Sisson's going too fast.
Yikes, man.
Look at this play. Every person in this league, including Savion Cunningham, by the way, Vegas, gets caught. Nope. Muggs is in front. Sorry,
Oh,
chick.
look at Muggs, bro.
And
And
there's
look,
that fifth gear.
Sir.
3, wow.
And then here's
Get
the
out
knots.
the club.
Nah, that's...
Sir,
honestly,
sir,
listen,
you are wearing a tank top.
Muggs' blocks
Get out the club.
on that play is exactly why they scored. And that's why Muggs is one of those guys you can't forget who he is.
And
on
just
the
as a
offensive
recap,
line.
when we said it was 37-20, that's a 3-score game. 36-20, you get the 2-point conversion. They cut this lead to a one-possession
And Derek Duncan in the
situation.
chat
Shouts to
doing
Derek
some
Duncan.
scouting.
As
Oh,
he
he's
should.
scatting.
You owe me a birthday dinner when you're out here going for 2. The get back is in play and a
What
flag.
are we doing? Oh, so many unforced errors in this game.
Yeah, I
So
think,
many.
Hold on. So a week ago, we had the highest scoring game.
Yes.
Yeah.
This week is it the highest flag game?
It's the
this is-
yellowest game. This game is so yellow.
Look at the flags.
That was a phenomenal
How
block.
they're thrown for
So
you.
now, if the U's defense could somehow find a way
No, Rob.
to disrupt
No, Rob.
Surrey again.
If the BIC's offensive line holds on first down again.
Oh man, yeah, the holes are killing. The
I mean,
holes are killing.
listen, when you start out at first and 20,
More holds than Dean Malenko. The BIC find no reprieve. Even though the BIC will get the help on the penalty, the
Sisson.
touchdown is still standing, but they got to go for 2 from the 15.
Sisson owed me that.
Yeah.
Because he dropped the wide open touchdown.
now to
He
be
owed
clear,
that.
they
He
scored on
still
that
owes
drive.
push-ups,
It's
though.
almost no harm, no foul.
no,
on that.
no.
It is.
Listen, we all saw it, right?
It
We all
is.
saw it, but they scored on that drive. This touchdown leads to this 2-point conversion. If they can get it, it's a 1-score game.
Goes for 2.
Alpha. Oh my goodness.
Butler will just
my.
carry it himself.
Can he do it?
Butler trying to
Oh my! Boom! Who's that? H3?
It's
H3 with
BIC's
the
defense.
boom?
H3 knocking him from SD to HD. The BIC give up the score, but they've yet to give up the GOAT. But now with Carlos Crosland.
That was H3, yeah.
That was H3.
Watch it
Look at
again.
the boom.
Tyler Alpha is a great defensive
Wait
end.
for it. Tick.
He's got me on that play so many times.
Like the Hives and like
Darryl
hitting
Burgess.
with the Hind. Boom.
Amir Chick Morris holds him up.
Slam! There it is.
That's a
the
form
one.
tackle.
That's the one.
Rob, you got to let the boys be boys.
Yeah, for real, you do. You do.
And watch this again on the replay.
Look at the H3. Just watch H3. He sees it's a run. He breaks right here.
Just
Got him. Hold
hello.
on. I'm here.
Here comes the
Boom!
ready or
That
not.
is a beautiful
How you
form
like
tackle.
me now, Rob? How do you like me now?
That's what you show. Listen, that's what you show your
Folks,
players.
if you are watching these highlights and you're not putting them up on social, if you're not sending them to your friends going, ZOMG, go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. Hey, Coffee Meets Bagel if you want to say to somebody, hey, come with me to the chip. We're going to decide it on the other side. It's the A7FL Eastern Conference Championship. Stay right where you are. Whether you are in Chelsea, Teaneck, or anywhere in between, we are so glad you're joining us here for the A7FL Eastern Conference Championships on A7FL.TV. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. And speaking of Chelsea, a dagger possibly being cut here on the get back. That
Gotta
is
get to the
Ashante
20.
Worthy
He
gets
got
past
there.
the 20.
He got there. He got there.
Worthy
He
will
got
get
there.
out of play at the 27-28. It'll be 1st and 10.
Very safe.
Well, listen, that's about as well executed as a 3-on-1 coverage situation can be.
I don't like the throw though. He threw a better one that sailed higher and went further before. I like
But-
that one.
If it's too far, then you overthrow your coverage, and that's when you give a situation like where Easy got burnt.
But too
with
far,
Ashanti Worthy stopping him at 25, it is a great job. The problem is if you want the get back, you got to stop him before the 20. So if they're going to do that, since Carlos Carlson can't sky throw it to the 5,
he can sky throw it to the 15.
I think you have to go with the long throw and hope that with the hubris of some of these returners, they're like, oh, I got this. And then that's when it's dangerous.
You prey on their
That's when it's dangerous.
Ego.
1st and 10, BIC, Courage in the backfield. They got a big lineup in. There's no wide receivers.
Jumbo U set in there.
Big on big.
Bodies on top of bodies, and that's hands off to Courage Mosy! Courage Mosy ripped to the 45.
Is that Mariano Rivera right there in the backfield? Because Courage came in as a closer right now.
And here's the thing. With Courage back there, if he breaks through that initial, no one's fast enough to catch him. He's gone.
Well, and he has the capability to always break through the first tackle.
No, not the first
and 10.
Third.
The handoff to Courage again.
Oh, Valley's down. How?
Courage gets tackled at the 50, play down on the field.
Not sure what the penalty flag
might
is.
Be holding. It's holding. The way Sterry's body language just now told me it's holding. He's frustrated with that one.
He is humid, he is tired, and he is frustrated. He wants this game over with, and it is a longer road back
You got to give Marcus McKinney Hardbody a lot of credit because the storied career that he's had in this league, he does not have to be the guy in there. That's the physical difference maker. And what he is doing for his team is setting the tone, and this is how you play championship football. You use your shoulder, you use your hard body, pause, and you put guys down. That was a huge tackle on Courage, and that sets the tone. But the bigger mistake is, again, what did I say, Rob? First and 20.
You called it.
That's a great play from the U to get him in 1st and 20 once again.
You definitely called it.
They got to stop holding one way or another.
Hey, man.
It's better to be 2nd and 12 on the 2-yard loss on a run than 1st and 20. SJ in the backfield.
1st and 20. SJ set up to the left of Codrington.
SJ versus Hardbody is a matchup.
And 2 is a smaller number than 10, by the way. I would argue that point.
It is an argument. It is an argument.
Loading up the box. SJ Jones can get the ball to the 37.
He's tackled and met in there by Isaac Negron, former defensive MVP.
Now, 1st and 10, that's a great run, guys.
And a contender for defensive MVP, defensive player of the year.
Don't gas him too much, guys. He's been reminding us on his sack number all season. Make sure we didn't get it right.
Heading into today, as of now, the unofficial count is 10. Kevin White had 3 entering today. Big Burton Fletch and Sherrod Servant had 2.
No disrespect to Isaac. He's one of the better, if not best, kind of like run-stop defensive ends in our league's history. A long, storied career. Looking to stop BIC on 2nd and 17.
Ooh. Flag on the play.
Nick Mays stepped into the neutral zone. They're going to call him, and BIC is going to get cheap yards back.
As they should. Fair is fair.
But when you saw that run earlier, it's actually 2nd and 16. A 4-yard run on 1st down, that's what you want, Rob.
It feels like we are in the midst of microtransactions right now when it comes to these flags. Because it's back and forth here, and no one's really gaining that much of an advantage.
The way they've been calling the game is tight. It's been consistent. 4th quarter is not when you start to try to argue with the refs that they're going to change the way they're calling the game. They know how they're calling the game now. They're not allowing the hold. They're waving the flag off.
Because it's a warning. I guess the first one's a warning.
Nah, the defender is allowed to go into the neutral zone if he's abated by the quarterback, right? The quarterback is not allowed to go, said, hut, there's no snap. You can't draw a defensive lineman off sides. So that's why they go no call there, back to 2nd and 16, which, again, if a 4-yard run on 1st and 10, that's a good play. On 1st and 20, they're still in a really tough spot at 2nd and 16.
But up by 10 with 7:58 left to go. The BIC snap the ball. Codrington needs some pressure. Thrown to Wachter. Wachter will get to the 46.
K-Wack.
Will they call that the first down? He had to get to the 45.
Listen, I know routes, right? And there's
it'll
an
be
out.
3rd and 1 at the 46.
There's an out route, which is a sharp cut to the outside, and then there's what's called a sail, which is that, C shape where you're running around. Well, where Carnell Wachter is in his athleticism career, he's not doing either. He's just kind of running to a spot, and Sterry knows that he's going to be open because, unfortunately, the one thing that Isaac Negron has never shown that he can do is cover a tight end in a pass route. First of all, give credit to where credit's due for K-Wack making a tougher catch than probably most of the,
Respectfully, that's a catch K-Wack makes more often than not. If you don't have
6 years ago, K-Wack will catch that one-handed.
I mean,
I'm saying it's still a tough catch.
If you have someone coming down to hit him, he's going to make that catch.
Now, I will say, and one of the guys, I forget your name, one of the guys in the chat has said this, comment in, comment out. From the slot, Ashanti Worthy runs about an 18 to 20-yard dig route. If Sterry Codrington throws that on time and perfectly, it's a touchdown every time. He's wide open because as soon as he bends in, when he drops his hips, there's no corner in this league that can stay step for step with Ashanti Worthy. So credit the defensive line for the U for making Sterry have to go with the tough check down, which is K-Wack. But here's the replay again.
There was a joke made at the start of the broadcast day by a unnamed staffer saying, "Get ready for 6 hours of A7FL football."
In the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter's long. Yeah, K-Wack is definitely eligible on that play. They definitely had
I know he's wearing that weird number, but he's eligible. He raised his hand.
The numbers don't matter. It's about the two guys in the middle. And if K-Wack is off the line, he's automatically eligible.
Yeah, there's three guys on the line, and he's off the line. He's like a wing back.
He's playing
it
a wing.
Seems like we're all good.
Big Dippy's like, are you sure you want me to go out for a pass?
He's eligible, too.
Kenny Stansbury, very much
block and release.
Like, what pattern is that? It's just hey, just throw to me, Sterry.
Sterry.
I got it.
I got it, please.
Shout out to Mama Wachter. One of the best fans we have.
He's 100%.
Not gonna lie.
He's 100% eligible, Derek. That's not even a question.
He was an eligible receiver.
Come on. Why are we tit for tatted on this kind of thing? It's a catch. It's almost a first down. You've got to play third down.
Third and 1. 7-16 litigation, consternation, and Codrington with the pass to Campbell.
Oh, my God.
Slide. Take it to the house.
That was nasty.
And they go double in. Ashanti Worthy had the 10-yard. Kason Campbell had the 20-yard behind him.
That was nasty, bro.
Bullet throw is not about the distance. It's about getting your receiver the ball with enough time for him to make a move on the defender. When we go back to this replay, what you're going to see is because there's velocity on the ball.
Out of a phone booth.
First of all,
look at
Henrock knows that he's got to stop the run.
Okay,
and because he can catch it,
he's closed off. He's closed off. You're frozen. Bye-bye. Where are you swinging to? Both of them thought they had it. Sorry.
And the only one that goes for an actual attempt at a tackle is
breaking
White, the defensive end, trailing.
Breaking out of the death triangle. What a play by Kason Campbell.
The in forces the defender.
I want you to see
Ashanti Worthy.
He's dead to rights. He has two defenders here.
Skips.
They missed it. But phone booth and walks through it. Kason Campbell.
Yeah, and normally when we say phone booth, it's who? Ashanti Worthy. But don't ever forget who the player and viral fame. It wasn't Ashanti Worthy.
It was Kason.
It was Kason Campbell.
For one. The 40 boys are in the building.
Derek, he's eligible, brother.
Sherry Wachter saying Uncle Tony says let's go BIC.
All right, Uncle Tony too. Mama Wachter, you're still a better fan than Uncle Tony. He's got some work to do to catch up. But this is the U's game plan all game. Sterry, you're not going to beat us with your legs. Okay, I'll use my left arm. And guess who my receivers are? One of them's Kason Campbell.
And it will be a delay of game on the BIC, a 1-point attempt from the 10. Robinson back in at quarterback. The snap by Robinson. Robinson met with pressure. He will just jog this one, and he will get in there. 1 point from the 10.
That's big. That's big.
So it's 43-26 with 7:06 left to go. The BIC have the lead, but as we saw last year in the A7FL Championship, a lot can happen with not a lot of time on the clock. We want you to join us in the A7FL Championship on July 21st. Order your tickets now at a7fl.com/championship. That's a7fl.com/championship. Join us live in Asbury Park and use the code A7FL25 until tomorrow to save 25% on your tickets, VIP or GA. Join us down shore for a homecoming on July 21st. Go to Tape Me Up also. If you're going to be playing on this field, you want to be taped up like a pro. The pros go to Tape Me Up. Scan the QR code now and go to tapemeup.net. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. We are live from Asbury Park Stadium.
Now, that 1 point extra point from Trey Robinson, whatever. No, now it's 17.
Again.
Right?
Again.
Now it's 17 because before when it was 16, two-score game. Now it's 17. If the U want to win this game, they have to score 3 touchdowns, get the stops. BIC's sitting pretty, but Jason Sisson can erase that scoring drive.
That's not Jason Sisson.
We will decide.
Oh, that's Willie Mayweather.
Willie Easterling will return this one from the 20. Easterling pushes to the 42.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
No disrespect to Mayweather. He's a great running back. I don't like that.
He's scored on a couple of them before.
Oh, of course he has, but
I'm
not
really
again.
A fan of that one.
But the thing is if you're going to go with the power, right? What Matt called one time for the Vegas chip, the bullet bill. You got to go up the middle of the field. You got to go for a seam and run through an arm tackle. You don't go sideways and allow for the leverage tackle on the angle. I don't want to get into physics, guys. But regardless, 1st and 10, and Butler, he's got 7 minutes. Now, does he have the blocking is the question, because it's not.
2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. And some frustration and consternation.
Why is he crashing out right now?
Rashad Knight is just very, he's Italian. He uses his hands to talk.
It's like you're winning. What's the point, though?
I don't know. I think they're upset about
We'll take
Marcel
a brief
Bates with no shirt
timeout
on.
as we clear
So
the
am I,
field
honestly.
with 6:55 left to go. Your score 43-26. Cooler heads prevail in humid skies. And on the other side of this, get yourself some gear, and we'll finish this game up and take it to the 2-minute warning. It's the BIC in the U, 43-26. Go to a7fl.com/gear. Now, if you want to get geared up for the championship, go to a7fl.com/gear. That's a7fl.com/gear. Scan the QR code now. Get your 10th anniversary t-shirt, or get a Corey Hammond jersey, or get your favorite player at a7fl.com/gear. Matt Ryan joined alongside Corey Hammond and Big Rob Fabian. And Corey, as we get into the latter portion of this 4th quarter, the U with the ball, the heat and the tensions are rising on the Paterson sideline.
Well,
what are they able to do right now?
Well, listen, what you would think is with a 17-point lead that BIC's sitting pretty, but 100% BIC knows that they are not going to be able to just walk this out. This game is far from over. 7 minutes with the ability that we've seen from Butler to deliver the ball. They still got a chance, and they can score at any time, especially with guys on the field like Dakari Mims, Dot Boss, and from what we haven't seen really yet is Pat Coburn, number 89, at the top of your screen with the slot with, looks like a nice orange towel and green gloves. Here comes a motion.
Coburn in motion. The snap by Butler. Butler met by Afa. Butler throws this. One intercepted shit.
That's 3 interceptions by Chick.
Amir Morris in his 3rd interception of the game. Looking to get that orb as he's trying to wind the clock down. The ball is still live.
He's not down.
That is still a live ball, and he's brought down at the 49. Amir Morris looking to win the ball for the BIC.
There's no way he's not player of the game.
Well, I mean, obviously, listen, the thing about interceptions is they're hard to come by. When you get 3 in a game, Dwan, one of the things about Chick's career is he's so good at defensive back, you have to put him back there. Guys, he's just as good a wide receiver, and I can't wait until he finally comes up with the promise that he made that he's going to play on my team and catch pass from. No, look at how he is able to adjust to the ball.
On,
the ability not only to catch, right? That has nothing to do with the reason that Chick's so good. Not the coverage as much. It's the ability for him to cover a player with his periphery vision while also keeping his eyes in the backfield. He's able to come off of routes, adjust to the ball in the air, and here's the handoff. You can't see it, but Ice Cream Truck is taking it to the U.
Yo, this is nasty work.
Whether you call them a firecracker, whether you call them a bomb pop, the BIC are putting the Paterson U in the freezer with that one.
When he runs like that, the tune isn't in that chimes. This is
Look,
straight
look,
heavy
look.
metal.
Kyle Ward, this is not for you.
That's not a normal ice cream truck
Yeah, I don't
sounder
know
with
what
the
the hell
chimes.
sound you
That's
just made.
heavy metal
Look at the hit
guitar.
on Kyle Ward. Look.
No!
I don't want to
That
tackle
is
anymore.
not Mr. Softy.
Look at
That
that.
is the ice cream truck.
That's hard, bro.
Driving through like Big Worm looking for his money. Donnell Hubert
And-
getting the first down.
And he's starting to combine how he used to be with how he is now. He had a complete makeover physically. He's been in the gym, but I remember he was venting his frustrations. Like the more muscle he had, he felt like he wasn't.
He
as
went from an
explosive.
ice cream truck to an ice cream tank.
Right now, I think he's put it together and he's figured it out. He's
Also,
running like he used to.
That's a fun business idea. The ice cream tank.
Yeah, just shoot ice cream cones at kids.
I think
I'm here for it.
local municipalities will be upset about what you do to the roads with tank treads, but we'll get there.
What kind of flavor, kid? Vanilla. There you go.
Target online.
Well, and BIC has dedicated this drive to the thick boys around the A7FL. Look at this offensive line. And their running back's name is Ice Cream Truck, but here's
And
Trey.
Trey Robinson now in. Robinson met in the pile, and he will find himself met at the line of scrimmage, maybe gained a yard or two. It'll be second down.
Chill out.
Nowhere to really go. He goes for the
J-Rock.
cutback.
He's met by a lot of guys in there, man. It's big on big, and you know you.
Joey Anderson saying some players are already in Cancun.
I mean, it's a little early to say that. I mean, the interception on the drive when you need the points is tough, but if the U gets the stop, remember, years past there was no get back.
And like
Now
Frank
there is.
Gentlemen, do not forget what Frank Stallone said. We are far from over. We are far from over in this game.
We are, but time's a ticking.
Second down. Remember, we've seen teams put
for sure
the handoff.
There's SJ.
That's Stephen Jones. Jones finds the seam, and Stephen Jones
Right at the goal line.
gets brought down, but a little slide for the Grams, sliding into the end zone, but not getting the points, like sliding into a DM and being left on red. The effort matters, but it'll be a first down for the BIC.
Listen, we love Courage, and we love watching Courage because he's just a fun watch for a fan. But I think of the running backs today, it's been SJ that's looked the most impressive. He has the ability to wait and hesitate for the hole, and once it opens up, he's accelerating with a lot of momentum. Credit Hardbody for getting him out of bounds there, but you got to think that SJ, a former Paterson U running back, is looking to take it to his former team. And here he is at quarterback.
Oh, man.
Wildcat formation, hard body.
He sealed that one up.
Isaac is one of those guys. He's always around the tackle, and he's able to slow down players and gives hard body the option to drop him. No gain on the Wildcat formation. Credit the U standing tall with a really great offensive line from BIC.
It'll be second and goal.
Look at his play. It's Isaac who's unblocked. He
meets him,
hesitates
and
him
Hardbody
first,
just cleans it up.
and then they're able to stop him.
A little bit of a bear crawl.
Second
on
and
that
goal.
one. Third down, the handoff.
Courage is a lead
Courage.
blocker.
He kept it, and that's a touchdown.
With the block, touchdown, BIC.
They block the edge. They
wait.
get the edge.
Wait, are they calling touchdown? There's a flag on the field,
There's
guys.
a flag on the field.
Yeah, I don't know about
the
a
initial
touchdown.
call.
Well, maybe the reason they got the edge there is because of the holding. I don't know. I don't see it. We'll see.
I don't see the holding on that one.
Do you ever see holding?
I do. A lot.
I never see offensive pass
I
interference.
see. He just hugged him a little bit. Yeah, he kind of hugged him there.
I mean, at the 1 yard line, you're going to give the benefit of the doubt to the defensive player if he's looking to fight through it. That's Kyle Ward. It looked like was held by K-Wack according to the flag.
According to the footage, he hugged
And it
him.
will be a holding call.
You can't
I'm
put
just-
your hands on someone's back.
I love when offensive linemen hold for me. It's the biggest
Of course.
compliment you could have.
I'll
I
never
care
let-
about you so much. I'm willing to get criticized.
What it really means is I'll never let them hurt you. And then he gets a flag for the team.
It's like a love
Offensive
language.
linemen are romantic.
It's a love language. Holding is a love language.
That's the next shirt.
Second and goal.
Hey, Berserk, holding is a love language.
Here's Trey Robinson.
Trey Robinson slips.
Good
Slide.
block.
Touchdown, BIC. That'll get him from 43 to 49. And that one, he blocked that one. Oh, he got that one in the lake. Right in the water.
And
Right in the water. He hooked that one.
can't be good at every sport, Trey.
And man, the unbelievable performance by Amir Morris today. 3 interceptions, and each of them in crucial points of the game that that you really needed to put them back into the game.
All right.
Just kept.
And after the game, we will have Corey Hammond present the Eastern Conference Championship, the DeBall.
Yeah, they're going to yell at me.
To the Trenton BIC or the Paterson U, the winner of this game at 11 o'clock Eastern. We will decide the other half of this bracket as the Insomniacs and Sickwit will play. Going for 2.
Another flag.
Hey, listen, no cap for our fans. I kind of learned that relatively recently. Don't make fun of me in the chat or go for it. It's actually fun. How is this game different if you know who is in for you know what?
You know what?
No, let's do it. No, let's do it. Let's do it. There's plenty of time left.
I don't even want to talk about a guy that's not here. Like, it takes away from the people that are fighting their behinds off to try to win the game.
And he wants them to win it.
Yeah.
False start on the redo.
Goodness.
Robinson. Flag.
Flag on who? For what?
I don't know.
I don't understand that one.
Being too mean.
Yeah, somebody called somebody's mom a name.
Being too mean is crazy.
It's not nice.
Oh,
We're waiting for the call.
I'm seeing in the chat that I guess that was Munchie's celebration that Trey Robinson
Is that
did?
a patented thing?
I don't know, but I think that's
There's no car.
No.
There's no car in the end zone.
It looks like the flag was on the U.
Is there like a Hot Wheels down there?
No, I think that was meant for Munchie.
What?
That celebration.
And folks, in 3 minutes and 42 seconds of game time, we will decide who is the Eastern Conference champion. Join us live at the A7FL Championship. Get your tickets out at a7fl.com/championship. That's a7fl.com/championship and use the code A7FL25 for 25% off.
You know what's crazy?
It's like that.
23 points is still a 3-score game, guys. So like 17, 23 doesn't matter.
Going for the extra point again, Robinson. Chase to the sideline, throws, intercepted. That ball will be dead in the U.
If I'm Trey Robinson, I'm going to the sideline and looking at my offensive lineman and be like, what did I do to you? What's the Munchie celebration?
I guess the golf one was the Munchie celebration.
Is there a Hot Wheel down there, a Charger Hot Wheel, and is doing donuts and nothing? RC
well,
cars?
if you want to be a hot rod and wear some pretty nice stuff,
a Munchie
if you want to
jersey.
look cool, if you want a Munchie jersey, if you want a Trey Robinson jersey, if you want a Matt Ryan jersey, you can go to a7fl.com/gear or scan the QR code at berserkathletics.com. Get your A7FL merch, whether it's a t-shirt, hat, or a jersey, you've got that and so much more at berserkathletics.com. Scan the QR code now ahead of the A7FL Championship.
Ron Butler to receive the 3-on-1 throw-off.
He has been trying to be everywhere today.
Why not?
And that will be Gomez throwing it off. Butler will catch this at the 15. It's an untimed down. Butler.
Got the edge. Does he have the distance?
Could not get past the second layer of coverage. They pin him to the sideline. And it will be a start from the 45-yard line. Not a bad start for the U. Down 49-26. With one timeout and the 2-minute warning.
Not even a little bit, Rob? Not even a little what if? Not even a tiny bit?
Nah.
All right, fine. Nah. Could be a different game.
Nah.
Don't want to do it?
Nah.
We're doing the all-decade team. You're doing all-decade. He's on the all-decade team. Nothing?
You get what you get, and you don't get upset. Yeah. Everybody came out.
That's what we said last week. I'm talking about this week.
I'm talking about this. Like, everybody came out here and played how they were supposed to play. Mistakes were made.
26 points against this defense is still doing their job. When Butler's been able to get what he wants, they've made plays. Sisson just had that great play.
This is the biggest scoring margin.
Butler throws this one deep, cannot get it.
Easy.
Back in the day, Easy would have caught that.
No,
that's not able to make that catch.
It's too much muscle on those throws.
Back in the day, Easy would have caught
because the thing about a touch pass, it's not the location of the pass. It's the amount of time the ball's in the air to allow for a fast guy like Easy to adjust to it. When you're that wide open, it can be a duck.
And
right?
if you want to watch more football tonight, join me, Rob, and Corey in the chat at 11 o'clock Eastern on the YouTube, A7FL YouTube channel. Big Rob will be in the chat. I'll be in the chat. I'll be watching from bed, but I'll be in the chat.
I'll be at work.
I'm just going to say, if somebody's trolling me, Corey Hammond, in the chat, it might be myself.
Yes.
Oh. That's a little bit of a quick start.
Shouts to Dub Alvarez and the guys calling that game.
Yeah,
It
there'll
should
be
fun.
Dub and Scott McCorkle
It'll be
calling the
Dub
action.
and Scott McCorkle will take his plane ticket back to Vegas in time.
Is Scott McCorkle on the field right now?
He's on
Where
the
is he? I'm
sideline.
trying
Well,
to
if he
look for
flew now, no, that's a
Nah,
4-hour
he
flight.
would-
He
yeah, he
would
wouldn't make it.
He would make it by halftime.
He's got
Wait,
that.
how long is the flight from here to
4
Vegas?
hours, 5 hours.
I remember it being a lot longer than 4 hours.
Well, I just got in, my arms are tired.
Because we were in
All right.
it's a bus in the sky.
My legs were cramped.
You slowed the plane down, Rob.
I hope so.
There's Ole Bell chasing him down. Does he get him? No. Butler still free.
Cuts
Big
through,
move.
and he
Tyler
gets
Alpha.
inside the 50. Tyler Alpha backpacks him, wears him
dangerous.
like a jean jacket, does Butler. Past the initial line of scrimmage, and will get him about a yard away. We'll have to cross the 45 to get the first down.
And they go hurry
Well,
up.
actually, they'll mark him at the 48.
They go hurry up, and what they're going to need is for Butler to release the ball before that rush gets to him, because there's open receivers down the field if you throw the ball on time. Now, easier said than done with a guy like Ole Bell coming screaming off the edge in your face.
So in the chat, I stand corrected.
We'll answer the great golf caper in a moment, but folks, if you're loving this game, head on down to Facebook, Instagram, X, whatever social media platform you root for. Shoot the arrow in the air and light up the night and let people know the A7FL is live. And when we return, we will wrap this up for you with the 2-minute warning. The BIC are 2 minutes away from another championship. Can they get there? We'll find out on the other side. It's 49-26. More after this. Folks, in 2 minutes, we find out who's the Eastern Conference champion, and in 2 weeks, we find out who's the A7FL champion. Will it be the BIC? Will the Paterson U find a way to come back? We find out July 21st. Join us live for the championship. Order your tickets now at a7fl.com/championship. Use the code A7FL25 until Monday for 25% off.
Amir Morris on the sideline letting us know he got 3 of them things.
Three of
Counted
them
them out.
things.
1, 2, 3 in the Northeast Championship.
He always shows up when it
Eastern
matters,
Conference
right?
Championship.
Right.
The snap, Butler, thrown, caught.
Nick Mays.
Nick Mays, first time we see him
Oh,
on
my
offense
goodness.
today. Nick Mays will not be denied. Watch that from Baltimore to Asbury. Touchdown, Patterson.
Yikes.
Everyone in Vegas, get in the chat right now. Call him out. That is not a good tackle.
Who went
No
for
one
it?
wanted any piece of Nick Mays. He's a mean machine for a reason. They
couldn't
saw
even
him coming. They
stop
said,
laughing.
listen,
Couldn't stop laughing.
listen, we got a championship to play in. I do not want to miss work tomorrow. Guys, business decisions were made.
Oh my goodness, no way.
I mean, listen.
I mean,
a guy like that, maybe you go for the ankles. I don't know.
I mean, he could. I mean, all of them together could have stopped
Bro,
him.
nobody wanted a piece of that. Nobody wanted anything to do with that. No way am I doing that. Go ahead, Matt.
And there's Tyler Alpha, Nick Mays on the score. There's the mean machine. But now with the get back rule in
Ooh.
That's a tough one.
Here's the thing. What's that, 17?
Again?
Absolutely need the two-pointer here. It's interesting they're going for 2. They should have went maybe for 1.
the snap, Butler.
That's a penalty?
Dead ball, and that will be a flag on
Question mark?
the it looks like it's a flag on the U.
Oh, my goodness. These teams can't get it together, eh?
Joe Mack said, up 17, I wouldn't be tackling either.
Up 17, you're
Look,
just
it's not even up 17. They
Let
were
me
up
show
more
you
than
to
that.
your car, sir.
Hey,
It was
Do you, want,
23.
do you want a snack? Do you want some light
Who
refreshments?
said that, by the way?
That was Joe Mack.
Where you from, Joe Mack? You better not be from Vegas.
You hate Vegas?
False start on the U.
They're not allowed to say it yet.
Sideline warning to the BIC. And guys, as we head into the Western Conference Championship in a few hours, do you guys expect an upset? Do you? Well, it's at the
There's
one
no
seed.
upset.
The
Honestly,
one
there's no
seed.
upset. Both of those
There's
teams are
upset.
even.
No, there's an upset.
The snap going for the point. 2 from that.
Oh,
Tries to throw it back.
It's still live.
It's a live ball. That's
Yep.
Dot. That's to Jason Sisson. Sisson throws it. And he can't get the
Easy
catch.
had a chance at it.
Old Easy would have got it.
You mean Young Easy?
And
Young
Joe Mack
Easy.
from Miami watching live.
That's what's up from Miami. Yeah, he's allowed to say whatever he wants.
And, folks, that was some lockdown defense. And if you need to lock it down and get some natural hair care professionals,
I want to know.
empower your natural beauty with Loctician. Scan the QR code now or go to Locticians.com to find a certified natural hair care specialist or Loctician near you. Once again, go to Locticians.com. That's Locticians.com to empower your natural beauty. And I want to empower the natural beauty of our staff who's been leaning and rocking with us all season.
Shouts to you guys.
Zach Morgan, Cole Gardella, Alex and David Soberman, Ryan DePaul, and everybody on cameras from John K. Pat, and also Jared, Matt Ryan, Corey Hammond, Big Rob Fabian with you.
All right, so let's break it down for the fans. Get back. Carlos Crosland can throw far enough for this to be a factor for the U. Check. You have to tackle the returner before he gets to the 20. I don't know what we're still talking about. It may be a penalty on the extra point. It could be just, a hangout with 150 left in the game. Here's the play again. Butler doing everything that he can to keep the play alive. Chased down by too many BIC defenders. The ball, it does come out before he's down. All right. Top boss knows, hey, Sisson, you're a better situation here. Sisson throws it. Easy's in the end zone. Well, it keeps going backwards, then the forward pass can continue.
Personal try for defense. They will go for 2 again.
Yeah, personal foul is going to completely erase everything that happened on that play, so we're going to retry. Again, 17. They need this to make it a 2-score game, which means they would still have to get touchdowns and 2 of the getbacks. But the path does exist for the U, albeit maybe one of the toughest paths we've seen as a comeback opportunity.
Going for 2 from the 7. Butler.
He's not going to get it now.
And
he's not going to get
well, all of that got us there, so with 1:52 left to play, it's 49-32 with the get back in effect, Corey. There's a lot of things that can happen here.
Well,
and each team has only 1 timeout.
Listen, just as likely on a get-back situation because of how aggressive the coverage team is going to try to get what looks like pack money, the returner, down for BIC. It's just as easily a potential touchdown for BIC.
And if you want some touchdown-level AI interactive software, utilize Scene. That's SEEN, the official partner of the A7FL. They help make our highlights go next level and use next-level tools to make sure that you can monetize your content. Scan the QR code now. For more information, A7FL.TV is powered by Scene.
So you throw it off. Do they go sky throw? Do they go deep throw? Carlos Crosland can reach with either. And does Pack Money, if the ball's in the end zone, do the smart thing and take the touchback? Or does his hubris force him to try and score, which he likely could? And by the way, I think I have him 3CS, so let's see what he can do. Ooh, 3CS.
And if you are the BIC right now,
that's Henrock to throw it.
Henrock will throw this one. That one will get behind. That'll go past the 20. And Pack Money will get down the sideline. Who needs a get back when you can get 6? Pack Money, you always need it, no matter the season. Ball game.
Yeah, it'll do it. That's gonna make a lot of people either from Trenton, the couple guys from Germany that I know root for BIC. Shout out to them watching on DAZN. That's as close to a nail in the coffin, Matt, as you could get. It was actually Kareem Moon on the throw, and it's Kareem Moon, no stranger to 3-on-1 returns himself.
Marcellus, Pack Money, Pack, the Baltimore legend, stepping up.
Look at this.
After a season on the schneid, he was out last season with injuries and trying to get his mind right. This year, joining the BIC and stepping up and being a huge asset on the return game. Just insane, just slipping through and finding the seam, and at that point, it's a horse race. Sisson couldn't catch up to him.
And it's crazy to see that Carlos Crosland wasn't the one to throw it there. Who knows why not? He definitely could have got it past the 20, which he's consistently done.
2 returns on the day, and now Robinson will go for the extra point, and it's to Big Dippy.
Oh, you know
Big
what season it is.
Dippy making it thick boy season, and if you...
Oh, they're doing the bye-bye.
Ooh.
The goodbye. And Jason Sisson thinks better of saying the wrong words to a man that big.
And it is thick boy season in the A7FL. Robinson to Dippy, all in the red silky, making it 56-32. And if you want a thick boy season t-shirt, scan the QR code now. Go to berserkathletics.com. Get a season 10 t-shirt. Get a Huss Huss t-shirt. And so much more. You can get a Corey Hammond jersey and a lot more at a7fl.com/gear and berserkathletics.com. 56-32. Matt Ryan joined alongside Corey Hammond, Big Rob Fabian down on the field as Corey and Rob will present the Eastern Conference Championship at the end of this one.
So, Matt, as we're getting pretty much to closing time here, Asbury Park, I think we got to call attention to it. This season for BIC was a mission. It was a destiny. Last year, they felt like they didn't live up to the expectation as defending champs, lost to this same U team with the same guys potentially playing quarterback for some of the time twice. And after those losses, after the offseason, you talk to a guy like Ken Stansbury, the mission was clear. It's not about looking good on most Sundays and scoring a lot of points and then not showing up in the games that matter. It's about every single down, every single practice, every single moment of this season. We have the one focused goal, and that's to win, and that's to get back to, hypothetically, if they win
on
this.
The field.
Looks like delay a game, potentially.
And it will be a flag on a delay a game. So the BIC have to throw the ball closer. And with a minute 52 left.
Well, Ken Stansbury is just making sure fans get their money's worth for the time of the game. But that's the same man that set the mission statement.
And it'll be a dead ball run from the 25.
Their goal was to make it to the championship. Their goal was to kind of represent for New Jersey. And if they are able to hold on to this lead, and here's Willie Mayweather to see what he can do to it.
Easterling will get past one defender. Tries to get past Robinson. Will get to the 44. And it will be first down Paterson. They'll actually mark him out of play at the 40. Oh, no, they'll keep it at the 44.5-yard line.
Good return from Mayweather, but better tackle from the BIC coverage team. So that's BIC's story, and that's where they sit, 56-32, Matt. What's the story moving forward from this moment with the Paterson U? Yeah, right? Because this is one of, and we're talking about season 10, this is the premier franchise. If it's not BIC, it's Paterson U. They've had the most championship. They've had the most consistency.
I talked about it on Football This Morning. This feels like no matter what the outcome was going to be, and it seems like this one, it looks like we might be wrapping up. I'm not sure what the situation is, but it's the end of a chapter in A7FL history. It started with the BIC and the U in the last Town Beef Championship in 2014.
Yep.
And now in the Eastern Conference Championship, the first Eastern Conference Championship to ever take place in Asbury Park.
Yeah, it's that's how big the league's gotten. Is it used to be these two teams met in the championship.
In any other situation, this would be any other year outside of the last 2 years, this might have been the A7FL Championship.
Well, and what's crazy to think about is as talented as the U roster still is, and if Quattro Huffin doesn't get hurt on a 3-on-1 throw-off 2 weeks ago, this could have been a different game. I'll ask you this question, Matt. No disrespect to my U guys. Who do you feel better about going into next season with what they got, Animals or the U?
Butler throwing the ball deep downfield to Sisson. Ooh, I was about to say you can't count him out with plays like that, but the clock will stop. And for the U, I don't know.
Really, is it the end of an era, or is it another moment where they have to rebuild?
Here's what I'll say to that. What's next for Quattro Huffin? That answers that question.
It does answer that question. And from what we've seen in the past couple of years from Quatrell Huffin, he's changed teams just as many times as I have, which is, weird to say. But I think that if Quatrell Huffin comes back healthy for the U, he can rally this team. You look at some of the names on the U, there's a lot of guys that have still yet to prove their worth in this league for a full career. But a lot of these guys' careers, they might be on that all-decade team because they've proven a lot. What left do they have to prove?
Butler chased. Steps up in the pocket. Colburn interception! H3 Frazier, a couple of solid defensive plays, gets a pick as it will be Butler.
And if Butler has time in the pocket, he can throw that corner route on time. Pat Coburn had the separation, but because he has to run away from his arm, he's underneath with the throw, and H3 might as well just seal it right there with the 4th interception for this team on the game.
And that one will seal it here. The Trenton BIC will make their way back to Asbury Park in 2 weeks to be the A7FL Eastern Conference champions and defend their home turf in Season 10. The BIC have won. Get your tickets now at a7fl.com/championship.